Hello, welcome to Bad Summer. Welcome to Bad Summer. Alright, it's supposed to be like a slasher visual novel, I think. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's an extended demo on Steam Next Fest. I think it's part of the Steam Next Fest event. So yeah, apparently I have a Kickstarter. You can wishlist it. I don't know what the Google Forms is for. I'm not gonna click it right now. But let's begin. Let's start it. Go to a new game. Let me see chat. Here we go. Very nice. Alright, let's go. New game. That is a start. Decisions have consequences. Choose wisely. Oh boy. Well, safe scumming is a thing. Hopefully. The game is currently set to safe for work mode. This means mature content is hidden, but don't worry, you're not missing the story. Want to keep it clean or see everything this game has to offer? You can switch between safe for work and not safe for work at any time in the option menu. I don't think there's sexual content in this. I do think it's just gore. I'm not 100% sure though. I don't know. What do we do? Let me check. What was it called? Freaking Bad Summer. Let's see real quick if it has any sexual content in it. If it doesn't, we'll put it to not safe for work mode so you can see all the gore. Bad Summer game. Let's see. Content warnings. Depiction of serious injury. Gore. Okay. Strong language, alcohol and drugs. It doesn't say anything about nudity or sexual content. So I'm gonna trust the Steam page on this one. Not safe for work. Oliver's office, 7:08 a.m. Oh god. What?
My name is Oliver Smith, and I am, for the first time in my life, completely and utterly stupefied.
First time?
All my life, I reveled in the self-glorification of being the brightest mind in the room.
Yeah, I know you sound like it.
A gift, my mother called it, to know everything there was to know about the world. Or so I thought.
Oh, she encouraged it. Okay,
With
cool.
each case solved, each criminal I brought to justice, my confidence grew. I believed I had seen it all, knew it all, that no mystery I sought could evade my eyes for long.
Until today.
Little did I know, a darkness far greater than any criminal's machinations awaited me.
Is this supernatural?
It began innocently enough, with whispers and rumors that tickled the edge of my consciousness. Strange occurrences and unexplainable events that defied logic. At first, I dismissed them as mere superstitions, the imaginings of an odd, whimsical mind. After all, I am a detective grounded in the tangible, the real and the concrete.
I feel like you still need some imagination as a detective, even if it's rooted in
Ghosts
logic.
and silly monsters belong to children's stories, not the reality I so carefully navigated. But the whispers grew louder, persisting until I could no longer ignore them.
Okay.
I stumbled upon a hidden network, a secretive society that sought to protect the world from an insidious truth. Could you believe it? Paranormal creatures, beings that inhabited the very fabric of our existence, lurking among us, hiding in plain sight. They called them abnormals.
Abnormals. I feel like you could have been a little more creative with the names, Mr. Logical Man.
The discovery of these monsters was a revelation that shook me to my core, an awakening that shattered my preconceived notions. The world I thought I knew, the boundaries I believed existed, were nothing but a fragile facade. What am I to do?
Nice
A
screen
mere
glitching.
man of flesh and bone against monsters capable of wiping mankind clean from the face of this earth.
Your best,
If
I guess.
these monsters come to light, life as we know it will be over. God, everything I've ever worked for, everyone I've ever loved, gone. Maybe another round at the bar, another drink, and I'll figure it out.
Yeah, because the alcohol's definitely gonna help you.
I always do.
Uh-huh. Oh, wow. The art is nice. Yes, I did screenshot it. Yes, it is for a thumbnail. Oh, my fucking god. I'm so happy I lowered the volume. Oliver's office, 9:30 p.m. Iswa. Ooh. I like the art style. What is that? Is that my kid? My sibling? Who even has one of these anymore? But okay. Another murder, another family left with no answers. Well, that sucks. Hint, this game will autosave. Thank you, creepy bear in the corner. Another case gone cold. A chilling addition to my department's ever-growing failures. New Empress was worse than I thought. The city had become a haunting symphony of sirens and death. I thought I could fix things, cleanse the red stains that blacken the streets. What a fool I was to believe it would be all so simple. All pipe dreams and deluded fantasies. I wasn't ready to throw in the towel. The hard reality of existing in this war zone hadn't destroyed my righteous crusade yet. Soon, perhaps. Not yet. I hunched over my desk, glaring down at the mountains of manila folders. Each held a grim portrait of life extinguished too soon, a trail gone cold. I plucked a few from the summit before they threatened to fall. Oh no, this one has doodles in it. I don't want to see. The serial porch pirate? Awful, but the porch bandit can wait. There were bigger issues to worry about, like the ungodly amount of vicious murders gone unsolved. That took precedence over stolen mail for now. The midnight panty nabber. Excuse me? Goodness, every day humanity strayed further from God. It's fucking funny. I can't imagine having to be an officer of the law and thinking having to be dealing with the fact that people are stealing underwear. And it's just like, bro, why? I slipped the case file back into the pile. Not today. Hopefully not ever. The Camp Bear Ridge Ripper. The name alone sends a shiver up my spine. My gloomy office seems a tad bit darker. Yeah, does it? Because I'm looking at the background back there. Developers, don't think I'm not. I've played enough horror games to be terrified. A bitter breeze disturbed the grimy blackout curtains. Every twitch sent a miniature dust storm into the stagnant air, mirroring the anxiety churning in my gut. This case in particular, something wasn't right about it. Classified. I only do not copy. Jane Doe. Sorry. Jane Doe, estimated age 30 to 40. Date reported May 20th, 2001. Time reported 6:45 a.m. Location Carson Park, public restroom. Reporting officer, Officer Deborah Johnson. On May 29th, approximately 6:45 a.m., Officer Deborah Johnson responded to a call regarding a suspicious odor emitting from the men's restroom in Carson Park, the small town of Dogs Kill, a mile out from Bear Bridge Mountains. Upon investigation, the responding officer discovered the victim. The victim, an unidentified female, presumed to be in her 30s or 40s due to dental records, lay scattered across the restroom floor. The body had been meticulously dismembered with a sharp object unknown. File. Photograph. This is her? Oh, there's blood everywhere. Okay. Oh, see? I fucking knew it. What did I say? Look at that shit. It is cursed. Alright, this is how we're starting this. 3 victims dead, all cut into pieces, butchered. Hey, Mr. Logical, I need you to look. Missed something? Check out history. I'm missing that, apparently. What do you mean? A meticulous, heinous act. Speaking of... Ruthless. What happens if I click on her? Nothing. The suspect, who had no prior arrests, a squeaky clean criminal record before this whole mess started, was rotting away in a jail cell. Great news, right? Except you don't think they did it? The officers leading the case earned a nice promotion. My department even threw a little celebration. Spirits were high. Getting a murderer like that off the street was a relief to everyone. Until last night. Another body carved into pieces in the same brutal, horrifying fashion. Oh, she's gone! She's gone. She's gone, of course. Amazing. Either some fool decided to continue the Bear Ridge Ripper's legacy, or there's some innocent locked away in the Ripper's place. That I cannot abide. Oh my god. There's cat in the office. A blur of fur emerged from under my feet. A long-haired calico, eyes narrowed with mischief, launched itself onto my cluttered desk, knocking over my lukewarm coffee in the process. Great. I gasped, quickly turning the mug upright and setting the case files aside, narrowly avoiding staining precious evidence. Spilled coffee pooled beneath the keyboard. First day on the job, and I was already making a mess of government property. I reached for some tissue, carefully cleaning my ruined desk. My gaze snapped to the destructive cat. The little nuisance came out seemingly nowhere. Where the heck? Shoo away, cold. I don't want to shoo it. My gaze softened. The destructive furball was cute. Too cute for its own good. I gave into the urge to pet the top of its tiny head. My fingers glided through the soft hair. It responded with a soft, rumbling purr. The cat had no collar, no tags. Oh, is it not the precinct's cat? Where did you come from, little one? How did you find your way into a police station this time of night? I mean, if the doors are open, a stray could get in. That's no easy feat. I'm impressed. Perhaps I should give the troublemaker a name? Personalize the cat. Please enter a name. I don't know. I'm not very... You know what? Let's go with Batty. Enter. Ah yes, you guys get to be in the game. Batty, how cute. I gave the furball a few more pets, then gently guided the little guy off my desk. I had no time for distractions, no time to entertain the cat's mischievous antics. I had a job to do, and I'll be damned if I let anything get in the way of what must be done.
Attention all personnel. This is an emergency announcement.
Hate it. Why is it getting darker? Why? Why is it getting darker?
This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test.
Is it on a fire
A
alarm?
highly dangerous abnormal has breached the facility.
Oh.
Remain calm and follow these instructions carefully.
Is this the first time I'm finding out about this?
Do not close office doors. This will upset the abnormal. Do not try to escape. Do not try to respond to or acknowledge anyone outside of your office, including co-workers, staff, and family members, no matter how normal they appear.
Is it the cat? Did I fuck up? I pet the cat.
Do not make eye contact with the abnormal. Do not approach. If you are being watched, proceed with work as normal.
Great.
Do not look out the windows.
Okay.
Should someone go missing in your immediate vicinity, do not search for them. They are gone.
God.
If you feel like you're no longer in control of your body, do not panic. This is normal and should only last a few seconds. This should not impede your duties. Stay in well-lit areas. In case of a power outage, brace yourselves for broken bones and/or missing organs. The abnormal collects eyeballs in particular.
I hate that.
Failure to follow proper protocols may result in employment termination, a fine, and sudden death. In that order.
Great.
Should death occur, the fine will be transferred to your next of kin.
That's fucked up.
If no next of kin is available, we'll forward the fine to the person who sighed the loudest upon learning of your demise.
How would you know?
Thank you.
Thanks. Quite the chilling announcement for my first day on the job. Oh, so you're already aware of the anomalies. Okay. I rifled through my desk drawer. Buried under a pile of crumpled papers was an ISWA instructional disc. ISWA. It was old, a bit scratched and worn with age. A mandatory watch according to the chief. It was a tedious chore, and for a moment I considered skipping the affair entirely. What the boss didn't know wouldn't hurt him, but could hurt you, bitch. Watch it. No, I shook the dangerous train of thought from my head. There were protocols for a reason, no matter how inconvenient and boring they may be. I wiped the thick sheet of dust from the CD's surface, carefully cleansed it with a cloth, then slipped it into the computer's optical drive.
Welcome, officer.
Why did you make the freaking tutorial video for your agency so creepy?
If you're watching this tape, that means the international security of the weird and abnormal has accepted you into our ranks.
I hate that you did.
Congratulations.
If
you are not a government official and associated with the new Empress Police Department, please power down this device now and report this stolen material to your local authorities.
I'd say or what, but I feel like you're gonna crawl out of the
Sensitive
screen.
property is a serious crime. If determined guilty, whoever smashed you off of your swing,
You okay? Are you cleansed?
Violators may be subject to fines or possible jail time if you do not comply. This is not a test.
Thanks.
Are you authorized to view this content?
Beautiful. Yes.
Good. Your word is your bond, detective. Your oath of honor is everything.
Oh my god, why do I feel like this game's gonna know if I'm lying?
Truth, integrity, and personal accountability are the core values of your department.
Yeah, well.
Do well to uphold them. New Empress, the city of opportunity, freedom, and prosperity. Beautiful, isn't it?
I guess.
It is home to millions of Americans, families, mothers and fathers, their children. These innocent, hard-working civilians are living their lives in blissful ignorance, unaware of the current menace threatening our nation.
Is it you? Are you the menace?
New Empress City is under attack by unknown entities.
Okay.
Abominations lurking in the shadows, waiting and plotting to consume our home. They seek to butcher everyone and everything we love. There are unnatural events occurring all around us, officer.
Yeah, I know. There's one watching me that I'm trying to ignore.
It is happening as I speak.
I know.
Terrible things.
Uh-huh.
Innocents are dying.
Yes.
Your life is in danger.
Probably.
Your family is in danger.
Does he have family? I don't know.
Only the new Empress Police Department can stop it. Public safety is our priority. Our city needs us. With our skill and the community's tax dollars, there is
The
nothing
community's tax
we
dollars.
cannot achieve.
Yes. Why would you depict the officers like this to the officer?
Do you believe in God?
Do you believe in God? Spiritual, yes. Faithless, no. Our guy is logical. Our guy would say no.
Good. God cannot help you.
Oh.
You will need to be properly prepared for your new position, detective.
Okay.
But first, you will be tested. Let's
Oh,
see
you said
how
this was not a
capable
test.
you are. The images you're about to witness are classified.
Okay.
Sharing this information with the general public will result in death.
Yeah,
A
okay.
fine, employment termination, and possible jail time.
Great.
Now pay close attention, detective. The information I'm about to show you may save your life.
Okay, what happens if... How to identify an abnormal? Odd facial features. Sensitivity to light. Smells like death. Unnatural movement. Fascination with devouring... Whoa. I'll start with your intestines first. Your soul is forfeit. Okay, well, I've got
Let's look at
irritable
what you've
bowel
learned
syndrome,
through
so
the test,
have fun with
shall
that.
we?
You know what? Let's put what you've learned to the test, shall we? Yeah, I didn't read the last part.
Choose wisely, detective.
Okay. This one. That one. Okay. This one. Calculating the score. Failure? Was the test rigged or am I awful at this? Cool. Objective. Answer the phone. Help callers survive. Explore the... Warning. I've been labeled as a potential redacted for an entity of unknown origin. The entity is dangerous, unpredictable being capable of redacted and redacted. Do not engage. Remain calm and avoid drawing attention to yourself. Any interaction with this entity could have dire consequences. Monitor your surroundings closely. If you suspect the entity's presence, seek immediate shelter. Remember, your safety is paramount. Okay, so I want to save. I saved. Okay, good.
It's ringing.
Spacebar disabled. Time to get to work.
Hello?
Hello?
Hey, this Jerry's Pizzeria? I could really use a pie right now, dude.
No.
What?
Listen, all bullshit aside,
Oh
the
my
munchies
God.
are really hitting me, bro.
I cannot deal with you while I'm in danger, dude.
Hey, listen, you ever wonder if water is really wet, man?
What?
What?
No, you wanker. I'm not getting into this pointless debate with you. Who are you, anyway? How did you get this number?
Dude, just take my order and send the pizza over. That'll be totally radical of you, you know?
Do we take the order and then call the pizza place ourselves?
What are you, a turtle living in a sewer? Is your father a rat?
Oh, why so sassy?
Get off my line, you bloody idiot.
Wow.
Dude, my pops isn't a rat. Wait, hold up. How did you know he lives in the sewers?
I know he's calling him a teenage mutant ninja turtle, but what do you mean your dad lives in the sewers?
This job might be the death of me.
Ooh, poor choice of words.
Hello?
911. Please.
Mom, are you alright?
There's There's something in my house.
Something? Can you be more specific, Mum?
Probably she can't.
Not human.
Huh.
This isn't a prank, is it?
No! Please! I can't look away.
Does it get closer when you look away?
Can you describe what you see? Mum, are you there?
Uh-oh.
No!
How am I supposed to help her?
God help us.
How am I supposed to help her?
Try
Oh.
harder, Oliver.
Excuse me? Are you like in my mind's eye?
Bloody hell! How in God's name?
I said try harder, Oliver. People are dying. The abyss threatens to swallow the city, the whole world. You must prevent this.
What?
Try harder. Do better.
I must do better.
Okay. How are you supposed to help her? Reach through the phone? Are you also an anomaly?
Yo, rookie. First one down?
What? I don't know what you mean. Also, what is a cleaner and what do you do? And hi. You have a sword on your back? Strange. His voice cuts through the ISWA frequency with unnatural clarity. No static, no interference.
Yeah.
Congrats. You've officially joined the I've Seen Some Shit Club. No jackets, but the trauma's free.
Great.
That woman. Who was she? Can't we do something?
Sure, we can hand out tissues and build a statue in her honor. Look, I get it. First one hits like a truck, but grieving? No, not in your job description.
Oh, great.
To hell with my job description. A woman is dead. You expect me to put on a smile and pretend it never happened?
Probably not. He's telling you to bury it.
And more will die if you keep unraveling like a cheap sweater.
Excuse
Take
me.
a breath. Tonight, we're partners. Your job? Keep the civilians breathing. You're their lifeline, their guide.
How am I supposed to
last hope.
guide them? I don't know how to do any of this. I just let one die.
And what exactly is your job, partner?
Probably not having us unravel like a cheap sweater.
Me? I slay the monsters, scrub the blood off the walls, and make sure the neighbors don't start asking questions.
Oh, you've
Also,
got
I
the
do it in black.
shitty part of the job then, yeah.
It's stylish.
It's stylish.
You mess up, it's my ass too. So don't.
Great talk. Good talk.
Hello?
Rookie? Thank God. I need you.
You just hung up.
You need me?
Unfortunately, yes. Go ahead, gloat. I'll wait.
No.
What's the emergency?
I had a run-in with the Clogfather.
The what?
The Clogfather?
A big, ugly sewer monster with a fetish for ambushing people mid-bathroom break. Real sweetheart. Pops out when you least expect it.
Interesting.
Usually when your pants are down.
Ugh, that's absolutely vile.
Thing came at me like I wasn't the main character. We fought. I won, obviously.
But
Look, long story short, my apartment is a pile of rubble. I'm technically homeless, which is very on brand for me.
All of this happened just now? It's only been a minute or so since I hung up the phone with you.
Things went sideways fast, okay? I'm stuck in the city's digestive system with no exit in sight.
oh, why don't you just say sewers?
You're my only hope, rookie.
Why
Be
don't you just say
dear and
sewers?
guide
Why
me
do you
out
say
before I
digestive
start naming
system
the
like that?
rats, hmm?
Fine, give me a moment. I'm tracking your location. I'll pull up a map for proper navigation. Can you describe your surroundings for me?
Pipes, twists, shitty water. I'm in a long, dark tunnel, dookie water running through the middle.
Dark tunnel? Dookie water running down through the middle. What does that even mean?
There's a dark hole to my left, a few feet wide. Looks like a pit, a deep one. And to my right, there's a gate.
Okay. Daring, go left, safe, go right. But you need the key. Because the gate's locked, so... Go to the left, right? What is this? Equipment. Grappling hook and a sword? Is that it? Can he pry this open? Ugh, boy. Safe is go right, so let's go right.
Understood. Shit! The gate's rusted shut, and the lock looks ancient. There's no way through.
It won't open?
Need some guidance here, new guy.
Okay, well, if it doesn't... Stubborn, try to go back.
Backtrack the way you came. You should see a faint light coming from a side door on your right.
Understood. Advancing now. Oh, I found something. A key. Should I try it on the gate?
I think so.
Yes.
The key worked, but it activated some kind of mechanism.
A mechanism?
The ceiling collapsed. Got hit with rubble. Damn it. That got me pretty good.
Where are you now?
You all right?
I'm all right. It takes more than some rocks to kill me. When I find out who laced this sewer with traps, though, I'm...
The only thing that matters is survival, not vengeance. Focus.
You're right, new guy. Survival. That's all that matters.
How is he gonna get over the pit?
Damn it to hell. I've reached the end of the hall, but there's another pit. And this one is a lot more spiky than the last.
You
Right.
must press on. Do you see any possible way forward?
See some decent handholds. Shimmy's doable. Or I could jump.
Don't jump. Brave. Shimmy, pragmatic, grapple. Shimmy? You do have a grappling hook. I don't know. If I let him die, I'm gonna reload the save. So grapple?
Grapple across. The pipe should hold.
They better hold, or else I'm a dead man. Here goes nothing. And my grappling hook snapped. Got to the other side without being turned into a human shish kebab, though. Silver linings. All right, no longer feeling like I'm going in circles. Found a big room, symmetrical. Arched doorways, lots of pipes, steam, and funny-looking buttons. Tall ceiling.
You've reached the sewer's central maintenance tunnels. There should be an opening in a center where waste and debris is collected.
I see the deep pit of sewage water, yeah? Looks like all the tunnels connect here. Wait, there's a treasure chest floating on the surface.
What?
You heard me. A treasure chest. Left behind by the goblins, no doubt.
The goblins?
Goblins? Really?
You really don't get out much, do you, desk jockey?
No.
The goblins run a full underground operation. The black market of weird sewer things. They love pizza, hate humans, and have the organizational skills of a raccoon.
Is the guy that called first a goblin?
But sometimes they steal real valuables and just drop them in random chests like it's some kind of RPG side quest. Oh, sewer economics, baby.
Are you gonna open it? Entertain theory?
Fine, I'll play along. Let's say, hypothetically, there is a treasure chest in front of you. A goblin treasure chest, mind you, filled with ill-gotten goods. How on earth would that help you right now?
Oh, might be something good in there.
man.
Goblin gold, Oliver. Goblin magic.
Goblin magic.
You're not thinking this through. You're injured, disoriented, and now you want to wade through toxic waste in search of goblin gold?
You bet your British ass I do.
Okay, open it. Apathy, avoid chest. I'd say avoid chest and just get out. You can always backtrack and go back for it, right? Avoid chest.
It's not worth the risk. Avoid it.
You serious?
I am indeed serious. The risks are considerable. My priority is your safe extraction, and I am not convinced this is the safest route.
But
Leave the chest behind. This is a direct order.
understood. I hear something. In the pipes. Sounds big. Sounds nasty.
Are you in danger?
I think it's best I clear out. Yesterday. There's 2 exits. I need some guidance here, now.
Left.
Go left.
On it. Damn. There's poison gas everywhere.
Oh, is that what that is?
I can't breathe.
Fuck.
I gotta push through. I live.
Oh, thank God.
Cue the applause, release the doves, and someone give me a towel.
Thank goodness. I was at the edge of my seat there for a moment.
And you, surprisingly competent. You may now bask in the glow of my continued existence.
Oh my God.
How fortunate for all of us. I'll be sure to notify the press.
It's the Godfather! He's back! He's got me!
Hello? Hello? Cleaner, sir, hello? Hope he's alright.
Is he alright?
Hello?
I killed my husband.
What?
Can you repeat that, Mum? You did what?
I killed my husband.
Are you absolutely sure? Is he breathing?
He's dead. Been that way for a few days now.
What?
Okay, I'm tracking your location. First responders are...
No, you don't get it. I shouldn't have called. This was a mistake.
Her husband died and then came back and she killed him. Is that what is
Mum,
happening?
tell me what's happening. You called me for a reason. I want to help you.
Help me. That's funny. I don't think anyone can.
Is that your child, Mum? Is it injured?
She's fine. I'd never hurt her, but
But?
What?
there's something wrong with me.
Mum, where exactly are you right now? My system says you're in upstate New Empress. Dogskill Mountains?
There was something wrong with my husband, too.
What do you mean? Then police. Investigate. Investigate.
This was a mistake.
Wait, don't hang up. Let us start over. I'm Oliver. What is your name?
Emily.
Okay, Emily. You said something was wrong with you. Could you clarify?
I have this craving for blood. Human blood.
Okay.
When did this start?
A few days ago, after Robert, he bit me. I fought him off, but not before he infected me with something.
Okay.
I wouldn't have called, but the guilt. I loved him. Robert.
What happened to Robert?
He was a mechanic. Got random calls late at night. That night, a girl called. A teenager, maybe.
Okay.
Said she was stranded. She sounded terrified. I told him to go. I pushed him to go.
And then he got by something.
And when he came back, he wasn't Robert anymore. He was something else.
Okay.
Tell me about your husband. When he attacked you, did he look different? Did he ever display any signs of aggression before then?
He was good, kind, gentle always, but his eyes, they weren't his. It was like staring at a stranger. He was frantic, pacing back and forth, growling. When Emma started crying, he snapped.
You mentioned earlier you had a craving for blood.
I can't keep anything down. Not water, not food, just blood.
Are you getting enough
That's
blood from?
crazy, right? I must be insane.
You're not crazy.
I tried. God, I tried to ignore it, but it feels like I'm slowly dying of thirst. My body is withering.
How have you survived this long without blood?
The clinic. I've been taking blood. A few bags here and there so no one will notice.
The nurse.
I know it's wrong, but I haven't hurt anyone. I would never hurt anyone. I swear it.
Okay.
Except Robert.
Except Robert. I don't know what to do. Please help me. Can you give me a cure? Make me normal again.
Emily, you're abnormal. There is no cure for that.
Yeah.
Please. Just please tell me what to do.
Tell her you're gonna send help. That there could be a possibility. What is wrong with you? Obedience, send cleaner. Protective, help her. Fuck. Do I at least lie and say they're there to help her?
I understand. It's all going to be over soon, okay? Yes, Emily, a specialized unit is on its way. They'll take care of everything.
No more pain.
No more pain.
And Emma.
Emma will be safe. I promise.
Another monster down. Oh, at this rate, I'll be out of a job and the world will be boring.
Well, at least he survived.
Hello?
There was a silence on the other end of the line, but I felt a presence. Someone was there. I could sense it.
Hello, how can I help you?
It's the goblin pizza guy.
I'm watching you.
Okay. I froze, my grip on the handset tightening. The voice was ominous, unsettling, but I was not one to be intimidated. I would not be bullied in my own office by some foolish prank caller. Aggressive, installed, professional hang up.
Make not be saved.
Oh. Technically, I haven't saved anyone tonight, besides the cleaner.
Hello?
Hello, is this the ISWA?
How can I help you?
It's not me that needs your help. It's my son. I think he lost his marbles, if you know what I mean.
Okay. Oh, the icons are not different per caller, so that was probably not Goblin Guy.
Lost his marbles, how?
He's been drawing all these odd pictures and hanging them on the wall, frenzied scribbling.
Oh no.
Horrible, ugly pictures. Everyone's concerned. He's batshit crazy. We've tried counseling, medication. Nothing works.
He's tearing this family apart, Lisa.
Give me that! Listen, you're the ISWA, right? You guys are experts with strange, weird shit? Well, I need help, okay? I need it now.
Okay, calm down. I'll do what I can. Tell me what's wrong and we'll try and get to the bottom of it.
Someone, something has been watching me, stalking me.
Something? Can you describe what it looks like?
Wait, is this the son?
It looks like a man, but it's not. It's not. It's not even human. No face, just a blank void where its face should be.
Okay.
And its limbs, they're way too long, like freakishly long.
Oh,
It's
okay.
wearing a suit, a really nice one, but it's
Oh my god.
it's so wrong.
Okay.
It's so wrong.
Is this Slenderman?
The abnormal...
Abnormal? Is that what it's called?
Listen closely. Is this faceless man in a suit doing anything? Is it threatening you?
No, not really. It just stands there, watching. Always watching. No matter where I turn, it's there.
Oh.
I don't know what the fuck it wants. I'm really scared. My family doesn't understand me. No one understands.
No one else can see it.
No, just me. You think I'm crazy, right? I might be losing my mind. Mom's right. I'm losing it.
Try and stay calm. Do you see it now?
Yes, it's standing there by the tree line, outside my house. We're surrounded by wood. It tries to camouflage itself with the tree sometimes. It's freaky the way this thing's limbs can stretch. Like it's limitless.
It is Slender
Okay,
Man.
if you have curtains, close them. I need you to think back to the first time you witnessed it. Did anything out of the ordinary happen that day? Anything strange at all?
I don't know. It was just normal Saturday. I was off work, on my computer cleaning my email. A couple minutes later, it was inside my room. I saw it in the corner of my eye.
That's all? Nothing else?
Nothing else.
Did anything about those emails stand out to you?
I mean, not really. Just a bunch of shitty spam mail.
Is it a chain letter? Like those chain
what did
emails?
the spam mail say?
The usual stupid crap. One of those annoying fake cursed chain letters.
Oh no.
If you don't forward this to 10 people, you'll die a horrible death. But that's all a bunch of baloney. Ridiculous. Ah! Holy shit! It's in my room! It's in my room! Help me!
And chainmail.
Letter, it's cursed. You have to send it to someone to continue the cycle. That's the only way to survive this.
What?
Just do it.
Shit, fuck, shit, fuck, shit, fuck!
I think they died.
Stolen by the abyss, whisked away in an instant. Tragic end. This faceless abnormal has proved to be particularly difficult to contain.
So I didn't choose run because I just teleported into the house. I figured there was no running.
You have failed, but this poor soul was doomed from the start. His chance of survival was slim to none.
Right.
Still, you could have done better.
I'm sorry.
I am not impressed.
Well, I don't like you either. Oh. Hi. Is that the girl from the document? Right? Yeah. Book. Ah, you got a whole like little.
Hello?
Hello, is this the ISWA?
Oh.
How can I help you?
It's not me that needs your help. It's my son.
Lost his marbles.
He's been
Give me that! Listen, I need
Okay.
some. It looks as if it's wearing a suit. It's
The
abnormal?
Listen close.
No, I don't know.
No one else.
No.
Try.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna
I saw
stick
That's
through
nothing else.
it.
I mean,
What did this?
that's all.
I guess I'm gonna tell you to run.
Is there another exit? A window, perhaps?
Yes.
What?
Then go! Run! Do not let the abnormal near you! Do not let it corner you!
I'm in my car.
Good. Get as far away from it as possible.
The car won't start.
Of course
Oh
not.
God, I can see it in my rear view. It's getting closer.
Stay in the car is probably not the answer. Leave the car doesn't also seem like the answer, I'll be honest with you.
I'm not gonna.
You will. Keep trying.
It works.
Ah!
I can't believe it fucking works. I'm out of here.
Is
Drive!
it still following you?
I don't know. I can't see it.
If you don't see it, that's probably a good sign. You need to find a computer quickly. I have a gut feeling that cursed chainmail you ignored is responsible for all this.
Chainmail.
So I was still right about the email, but
Yes,
just not the
seriously.
timing.
You need to find a computer and forward the emails.
Would I be passing the curse on to someone else?
Yes.
Either you do that or continue to be stalked. It is a relentless cycle, I know, but you do not have much of a choice.
Okay. I'll do it. This is so messed up.
It is pretty messed up. Ah, fuck!
I to save this man's life.
Start with me. You're the reason I made that choice.
We must find a way to capture and neutralize this faceless abnormal for good. It has feasted on the souls of man for far too long. With every life taken, the abnormal's power grows. Remain vigilant, Oliver. The end is upon us. The ISWA is mankind's last defense against the impending doom.
Is he an abnormal? Where does he just pop out of?
Hello?
Hey, is this the hotline for weird and unexplainable stuff?
Unfortunately.
Yes, this is the ISWA helpline. How can I help you?
I love my girlfriend, but I think she hates me.
Go
Oh.
on.
Okay.
She's got this doll obsession. I'm talking a whole army of plushies type situation.
Yeah.
She sleeps with them too. I'm lucky if I get a corner of the bed. At first, I thought, alright, kinda cute, kinda quirky. Until now.
Okay.
She's obsessed with football, right? I took her to a game, and she went all stabby stab on a doll. I'd go into details, but I'm sure you've seen it. It was all over the news.
What?
That is concerning behavior, to be sure.
That isn't the worst part. I found a doll of me next.
Oh.
How can you be sure?
What do you mean, how? It's a mini-me! I'm freaking out over here, man. We match pajamas. Pajamas! I thought that meant something to her.
Calm down. Take a deep breath. There is no need to panic. I want to help you, but I'm going to need more details. Take a picture of the doll and send it to me.
I don't want to see.
Okay. Sure. Sending now.
No.
This is how you look, sir?
Yeah? Yeah, it is. What's so funny?
Your hair is simply unique, is all.
Yes.
My hair used to be brown. And so was the doll. I dyed it green just to be sure. Now the doll's hair is green.
Oh.
That can't be a coincidence.
No. Probably not. Cautious.
You
Hesitate.
said your girlfriend has an army of dolls. How many exactly?
Dozens. All of them real people. Friends, family, actors on TV. How do we stop this? Should I get rid of them?
No, don't harm
No,
them.
destroying the dolls will cause great harm to you and all the unsuspecting victims they are bound to.
So, you're saying this doll is bound to me? By magic or something? Are you saying my girlfriend is a witch?
Maybe.
It is possible, yes. Only one way to be absolutely sure. Take the doll and inflict pain on it. If you are harmed as well, then...
Dolls can't feel pain.
You know what I mean.
I punched it. Definitely feeling the aftermath of my mistake.
Oh,
Hey, babe, I'm home.
Hey, babe.
Is she there with you?
yes.
Yeah,
Who are you on the phone with?
the pizza guy. You know, the one, our guy from Jerry's. I mean, Jerry's Pizzeria.
Oh, cool.
He knows you're lying.
Hello, Jerry. Hello, Jerry. You there?
Accusing, confront her, mislead, be Jerry. Be Jerry.
No, yes, it's me, Jerry. What can I get ya?
Jerry, are you okay? You sound different. Are you sick?
I'm not feeling so good, but I'm still going. Mamma mia.
If you say so. Anyway, I'll take the usual. Do you remember what it is?
No.
Yes, of course I do. It's,
Gnocchiata bolito. That is. This one?
Nosciata de Rigatello. Right?
Noche de riga. That's not a real thing. You called the ISWA on me, Todd.
Babe, can you blame me? You've been acting like a psychopath lately.
I'm the psychopath? Oh, you've done it now, asshole.
She's stabbing the doll! I'm sorry, babe! I won't call ISWA again!
Oops. That's not good.
Hello?
Halo, is this the ISWA helpline?
No.
Yes, it is. How may I help you?
Right. So there's something wrong with my wife.
How so?
She's climbing on the ceiling, like our bedroom ceiling, with her bare hands.
You're very calm.
That's not normal, right?
No, that is not normal, sir. Is she doing anything else? Anything odd? Besides the climb?
No, she's just hanging out up there like a little spider monkey. She's so silly, my little Pookie Bear. Oh, I don't think she likes being called silly. Or maybe she doesn't like the nickname Pookie Bear? I don't know. New relationship, still working out the turn-ons and boundaries and all that.
My man is so calm.
Oh, confusing stuff. Shotgun wedding, can you believe it? Met her in Vegas at my buddy's bachelor party. Whew! And things have been smooth sailing ever since.
So smooth.
Yeah, smooth sailing before now. Before the whole climbing on the walls debacle. She's a great climber, by the way. You should see her now. Gravity don't mean a damn thing.
Love, but also, dude.
Laws of physics? Who needs it? She should be in the dang Olympics. Star performance for national television, huh? The world ain't ready for this.
My guy.
In fact, I don't even know why I called you. Should let her keep on climbing. Hey, the sky's the limit, am I right? Who am I to get in the way of such a phenomenal show with athleticism? Hey, don't you start that hissing again, babe. Anyway, we got our own place together. Cheap but comfortable. Like you wouldn't believe it. We snagged this place with no money down. The owner was dying to
He's
hand us over the
possessed.
keys. Begging even.
Did you not find that strange at all?
Oh, sure I did. The guy mentioned a thing or two about ghosts. Seemed pretty spooked, too.
You moved into a haunted house?
What do you take me for, huh? An idiot? Ghosts ain't real. I'm a businessman, not a fool. In fact, I'm a realtor myself. It ain't out of the ordinary for some chump to list his property on the low 'cause of superstition.
Your growth is on the ceiling.
Sir, I believe the situation has escalated far past the point of superstition. Your wife is climbing the walls and hissing like an animal.
How do you know it's a ghost thing? Might be rabies.
Rabies.
Was she bitten by a wild animal?
My Pookie bitten? No, never. Well, she got a little nip from our pet hamster the other day. Gotta be rabies. Should I take her to the hospital? Call an ambulance?
Call a priest. No ambulance.
Sir, I do not believe rabies is the culprit. A doctor cannot help you. Do you have any salt?
Salt? Yeah, I do. Why?
Throw it at
Go
her.
get some. And before you go on another ridiculous tangent, you need to trust me, all right? Focus.
But
I'm afraid your Pookie is possessed.
possessed? Tickle my ass crack and call me shitty. Are you kidding me right now?
God.
Listen, you imbecile. Do you want to save your Pookie or not?
You want to save your Pookie or not is quite a
Yeah,
line.
of course. Anything for my Pookie. You're the expert here. But if anything goes wrong, and this turns out to be a load of baloney, I'm gonna sue your department so hard you'll be homeless, living on the corner of 5th Avenue, giving blowjobs for $1. Mm-hmm. My lawyers are gonna be so far up your hoity-toity ass, you won't be able to take a shit without me knowing.
Okay.
Whoa, hey. Enough with the hissing, woman. Jesus, the nice fella here on the phone is trying to help you.
You just say you're gonna put me on a corner.
Where the hell is it? I don't deal with this kitchen stuff. That's mostly my Pookie's job, you see. Bingo! I got it.
Sprinkle a circle of salt around the bedroom. This will contain the entity for your safety.
You gotta be kidding me.
Be thorough. A single hole or break in the circle will ruin everything. Do not interact with or disturb your Pookie's wall climbing in the process. Let her
wall
do her
climbing?
thing. She will not harm you.
Probably.
Probably? Did you just say probably?
Focus only on the salt. Make the best possible circle you can.
Okay. You better be right about this. Remember, blowjobs for $1.
Sir, is that a salt shaker?
Yep, sure is.
It would be much more efficient if you removed the cap.
Listen, pal. I ain't no nincompoop. I know how to handle salt. Ain't rocket science. And almost done.
There's a bunch of holes in that circle.
How big should I make this here circle?
Big enough to surround her, sir.
Well, I think that's good enough.
Stand by, help is on the way. For future reference, I'd suggest you move out as soon as possible. Preferably to a home with no prior history of hauntings. Have a pleasant night, sir.
Alright. Another monster bites the dust. Not bad, rookie. Almost like you know what you're doing.
He killed her? He killed her?
Hello?
I killed my husband.
Can you repeat that, Mum? You did what?
I killed my husband.
Are you absolutely sure? Is he breathing?
Oh, you did this.
He's dead. Been that way for a few days now.
Okay, I'm tracking your location.
No, you don't get it.
Mum, tell me what's happening. Is that your child, Mum? Is it injured?
Was it because I game over?
She's fine.
But?
There's something wrong with me.
Mum, where exactly are you right now? My system says you're in...
There was something wrong with my husband, too. This was a mistake.
Wait, don't hang up. Let us start over.
Emily.
Okay.
I've done this.
What happened?
He was friend.
How have you so...
The clinic. I know it.
Except
Emily.
Emily, I need you to listen to me carefully. Do not call here again.
What?
You are alone and afraid. I get that, I do.
What's this option?
But...
Because the
you
game
must be
it's going.
For
I'm trying out a
yourself.
different option to see what
For
happens.
I've never been strong. Robert was...
I'm not sure if it's looping, because the game wants you to pick a different option,
No, Emily.
or if it reset because I had
He
game
wasn't.
over somewhere.
Thank you, Oliver.
You got a location on the abnormal, detective?
Yes.
Huh?
Okay.
There isn't anything here. The abnormal must have got away. Shit. I'm sure we'll find it soon.
Your shift is over, Oliver. Your performance was acceptable, I suppose. But I was expecting better.
He's always watching me, isn't he? Did he see what I did?
Finally, it's over.
Are you gonna kill me again, ma'am? I sighed heavily, slouching into my office chair. Thank goodness it was over for now. With the phone call was over and done with, I turned my attention to other matters. The Bear Ridge Ripper case, my #1 priority was finding the killer. Sleep could wait, time was of the essence. Right, because we're still ignoring her, right? The real work begins. I'm so confused. Was I supposed to not terminate them? But he's constantly saying that we need to get rid of the abnormals. What is this now? The summer of 1999 was the hottest I ever experienced. The muted glow of dawn shed but a feeble light over the misty woods. 1999. Okay, the case file that he had on hand was 2001, so this is in the past. The wide tree-lined street was eerily empty at such an hour. The entire world was fast asleep, and here I was at the bright light of day, alone at a deserted bus stop. It was lonely here, uncomfortably quiet. I couldn't shake this irrational feeling that some hungry predator was going to jump from the darkness and take a chunk out of me. Not like I could run far in a dress like this. The weak flickering light overhead only added to my jitters. There was something about this neck of the woods that freaked me out. Part of me was itching to pack up and head home. Applying for this job was a stupid idea. I was out of my element, out of my comfort zone, and in over my head. My knowledge of the countryside and outdoor living was zero. Stupid me, trying to get away from my parents, that I threw myself into a worse situation, working at a summer camp in the middle of absolutely nowhere. I mean, Bear Ridge Summer Camp. Your next adventure starts here. Sign up today. Help wanted. It seems like a nice way to disconnect from the stress of the modern world and reconnect with nature. And like 20 screaming children. An escape from reality, from life at home, at least for a little while. A cool breeze blowing through my hair, my fingers strummed over my acoustic guitar, just something to fill the silence. Anything to fill the silence. The cat! This cat was in the in the abnormal police station. A cat in the wilds of Bear Ridge Mountains, and at the bus stop, of all places? What on earth was it doing here? A hint of mystery surrounded the four-legged creature. It looked like its name is Batty. Oh, do you have a name caller now? After some time of admiring the cat from a safe distance, I was feeling more than a little restless. What was taking the bus so long? Was it normal for it to run this late? Concerned, I rooted through my dress pocket for my cell phone and dialed my boss's number. I wasn't too far from camp. Maybe he could drive out and pick me up. She said 1999, right? He answered on the second ring, thankfully.
What do you want?
Well, grouchy. I paused, surprised by how irritable he sounded. He was a lot nicer during the interview. Hey, the bus is late, and I've been waiting here for close to an hour now.
Why is the fact you're stranded my problem?
She's just gonna say that you're... okay. Well, I was hoping you could, pick me up, if it's not too much trouble. Being out by myself makes me really nervous. I'm not really used to the woods and...
Too damn bad.
Did he just hang up on me? My stomach dropped to my toes. Whoa, what a jerk. I shivered, the morning chills seeping through my dress. Another shiver racked my body, this one less from the cold and more from frustration. This sucked. Waiting for a bus that may never come, dealing with a boss who treated me like an afterthought, was it worth it? All this for a minimum wage check and some time away from home? Listen, hand on my heart, I think she should go home. Because she's gonna have to deal with his ass when she gets to the fucking camp. But I'm guessing there won't be a game that way, so we stay. Headlights pierced the mist. The large, weathered wheels of a bus squeaked along the bumpy road. Finally, the clunky gas guzzler had arrived, a one-way trip to the mountains of Bear Ridge. The bus squealed into a stop before me. The folding doors opened to the smiling face of the driver, an old bald man missing a few teeth. Packing my guitar back into its case, I forced a smile, then hurried up the short set of stairs with my luggage. Oh, Jake here was. Nice effort, Jake. Ah, I see the other, the other Picasso image back there. What is she playing with? Gazing down the narrow aisle of divided seats, I locked eyes with 4 attractive strangers. All of them looked around my age. There was only one reason a group of teenagers would be huddled on a bus at such an ungodly hour, venturing deep into the remote wilderness of upstate New Empress. Ah, these are the other camp counselors. My co-workers. 2 boys and 2 girls embarking on this crazy, bumpy ride alongside me. It was oddly comforting knowing I wouldn't have to suffer alone for the rest of the trip. The bus doors closed and the driver stepped on the gas, no turning back now. Who should I sit next to? I mean, these 2 are already sitting next to each other. Oh! The survivalist. Personality, leader, nature-loving, strict. Skills, outdoors expertise. Flaw, domineering. Oh. Personality, spontaneous, fun, adaptable. Skills, perceptive, lucky. Flaw, indirect. Luck is a skill. The lost soul. Personality, grumpy, sensitive, brooding. Skills, strength and brawling. Flaw, combative. The rebel, passionate, rash, outgoing. Skills, art, expression. Art? I see the dick in the back. Flaw, decision making. Ah! What are the consequences of my actions here? So these 2 are already sitting next to each other though. No. I mean, these 2 are sitting next to each other. He's knocked the hell out. I would probably have to wake him up to ask him to sit next to him. I guess I'll pick this one. Are you sure? No, I'm not now. This choice will impact the story. I mean, sure, yeah. If we end up playing the full game, we'll play all the routes, right? So... My attention settled on the brown-haired stranger seated apart from everyone else, his brooding hazel eyes fixed on the endless trees beyond the window. Actually, now that I think about it, why do I have to sit next to anyone? The bus is huge. I can go pick a seat somewhere in the back. His muscles rippled with every slight movement. Oh my god. His angular jaw, prominent cheekbones, and sharply sculpted face resembled that of a man. Not a teenager. Oh, I see where you're going with this. Not a boy. I assume he was a few years older than the rest of us, his eyes hard and worldly. His strong arms were crossed over his chest, his rigid posture betrayed a deep-rooted unease. Or maybe he's seen some shit. He seemed distant and isolated, completely out of his element. It was both chilling and familiar, as if I was looking at myself in a mirror. Another person who was inherently alone, suffering in silence. Tethered by some invisible rope, my feet shuffled down the aisle of their own volition. I found myself slipping into the seat next to him, drawn in by some odd sense of incomprehensible kinship. My guitar case brushed against his arm. He flinched, subtly pulling his own bag closer. His hazel brown eyes skewered me with an unflinching look. Look around. You see all these free seats not next to me? Go find one. See, I was thinking the same thing. Excuse me? You heard me. The bitterness in his tone made me flinch and turn. What was his deal? Did it not occur to him that we were co-workers? Or did he simply not care? The second one. Provoke, insult him, rueful, apologize. Apologize. My mouth stark with distaste, I swallowed my pride and fought his flaring temper with kindness. You looked lonely, so I figured I'd join you. I didn't mean to piss you off. We're co-workers.
I'm not really in the mood, girl.
Go bother someone else. Instead of cowering away, his bad temper stirred one heck of a stubborn streak in me. I crossed my arms over my chest and remained firmly rooted in my seat. You're gonna have to get up at some point. No, I'm staying right here. His brow shot up. He wasn't expecting any resistance. There's a little... Okay, cute. What?
No.
I said no. I can sit where I want. It's a free country. Yes, but also, you can sit in an empty seat somewhere else.
Nah.
Yeah, that's your sense of privilege talking. Don't feel too free to me. Never did. I fumbled for words, unsure how to respond to such a statement. After a moment of tense silence, I found the strength to continue pushing his buttons. You're the entitled one. What makes you think you're entitled to privacy on a public bus? What makes you think you're entitled to company? His eyes squeezed into thin slits, like gathering scattered shards of a broken mirror. I pieced together my courage and met his hazel gaze. An uncomfortable silence fell over us. It was a standoff of willpower and stubborn determination. The air crackled with unspoken hostility. Seconds passed by. The clunky bus rolled along with the occasional light jerk, each clumsy thud of the vehicle adding to the weight of our unspoken, unblinking argument. Seems we're at an impasse. His mouth twitched ever so slightly. My lips puckered, desperately trying to stifle my amusement from the unnecessary, awkward situation. Our forced stoic mask tearing at the seams, a snort escaped his lips. I let out a squeal and grin, and he dropped his pride to mirror my laughter. In a fit of giggles, the tension between us faded in an instant. With a sheepish smile, I offered him my hand in truce. Well, I guess you are entitled to your privacy. I could sit somewhere else. Yeah, but you're entitled to a little company. Goes both ways.
Andre. Nice to make your acquaintance on this shitty day.
Shitty? Was he having a bad day? I considered asking him about it, but ultimately decided against it. It would be rude to pry. He took my hand in his, my cheek flushed with the heat when he grasped tightly in a firm shake. His grip was surprisingly soothing and worked wonders to ease my nerves. Our touch lasted a few lovely seconds. My fingertips brushed over his calloused knuckles as our hands parted. The hardened skin told a story, though I wasn't sure if it was my place to ask. Don't pry. His fingers drummed over my guitar case. I caught a whiff of his scent, part man. You stop this immediately. Part cologne, part something else I couldn't identify, but it smelled nice. You any good with that guitar? Oh yeah, watch me play Wonderwall. I took a deep breath, trying to steady the subtle shakiness in my limbs. I'm gonna be the new music teacher for the kids, so I suppose it's not too bad. Mr. Matthew approved. He wouldn't have hired me otherwise. That or I'm a sympathy hire. Humble, huh? Better than bragging, I guess. Not really a fan of a big ego. A beat of silence passed between us. Then he proposed an idea I never expected. Why don't you play something? Play something. Yeah, play something. I'm intrigued. Never met a guitarist in the flesh. Ain't like we got anything better to do. Might help pass the time faster. My fingers twisted and wrung at the hem of my dress, the suggestion weighing heavy on my mind. The bus was occupied by the other camp counselors who would most definitely hear my strumming if I decided to whip out the guitar. What if they hated it? What if they laugh? I've only played in front of strangers once, reluctantly back in high school for a final grade in band class, and that was with a saxophone. Yeah, but you're gonna be the music teacher, you're gonna have to. This is as good a chance as any. I hated saxophone. Andre waited in silent expectation, his fingers still drumming over my guitar case. Averse, refuse, modest, politely decline. I cleared my throat, heat stained my cheeks. I don't know if that's appropriate. I don't want to disturb the rest of the bus, or agitate anyone, you know? His hazel eyes narrowed, piercing through me. The scrutiny of his probing gaze was unnerving. I silently prayed he couldn't see beyond my feeble excuses to the core of my hesitation. Insecurity wasn't an attractive trait. You can play for the kids, but not for your coworkers. You know, children tend to be a lot more shameless and outspoken in their opinions than adults are. Yes, but they also don't really mean it. They just got no filters in place. I can respect it. You guys should know better. For all you know, the class you're gonna teach might be full of ruthless little snot-nosed idiots. No damn house training at all. Yes. Yeah, but you worried that the moment you touch a string on that guitar, the entire bus is gonna burst out laughing and the entire world's gonna end? Shut the hell up. Nothing will ever be the same. Life as you know it is over. I sigh. When Andre put it that way, my insecurity sounded like nothing more than stupid delusions. He expressed himself unapologetically. Never seemed to second-guess himself, something I could never do. How do you know? You just met him. His perpetually high chin and proud demeanor showcased by his stoned legs made it clear that him and I were polar opposites. His presence inspired awe and a dash of envy. Are you looking at his legs while you guys are sitting next to each other? For the first time in my miserable life, I pushed myself down aside and drew my guitar out of the case. His gaze sparkled, slowly drifting over the instrument as if it were a foreign object. What exactly do you want me to play? Please let one of the options be Wonderwall. Anything. Just do what you do. I'm sure it won't sound bad. You're the expert. Here you go. You can play anything, whatever you want, even a lullaby. A lullaby. The one my mother used to always sing. My mind was assaulted with a flood of painful memories. Oh, did you? She left in the middle of the night. It was sudden, abrupt. There weren't any signs. She didn't say a word, not even a goodbye. I woke up to the sound of raging thunder, followed by the front door squeaking closed. Mommy always comforted me during a storm, but not tonight. I knew something was wrong. I scooped up Teddy, mustered what little courage I had, and went searching for her. But Mommy was gone. All that remained was darkness, rain, mud, and the broken memories of family long gone. Was her mom an abnormal? Okay. My face crunched in concentration. I strummed a gentle tune from the guitar, cradled in my lap. Andre tilted his head, his eyes glued to the fretboard in curiosity. He listened to me play for a time, leaning closer, his shoulder brushing mine. He reached out, stopping just before the strings in a silent request for permission. I nodded. His fingers plucked at a single string, a gasp followed by a comical smile brightened his usual brooding expression. Already on my way to becoming a pro at this. I giggled and rolled my eyes. You wish. The bus abruptly jerked hard and I flung forward, unable to stop myself. My pulse leaped with panic. Andre caught my arm with one hand and the neck of my guitar with the other, preventing a terrible accident. Relieved to be in one piece, I sighed and smiled at him. Thank you for the save. He sighed as well, seemingly a bit startled from the sudden bump. Yeah, ain't no big deal. Glad you and the guitar still in one piece. The bus rolled into a halt at the next bus stop. The double doors opened and an older, scraggly man boarded. Scraggly. He was graceless as he limped through the aisles with what I presumed to be a bad leg. Yeah! Listen, you called him graceless? Jesus. Tall with a full head of unkempt gray hair, beady black eyes, and baggy, dirt-stained clothes, he looked like a homeless man down on his luck. It was a small miracle he could even afford a bus ticket with the way he carried himself. His features were weathered, his nose crooked as if it had been broken at some point. The poor guy seemed sickly, barely holding on by a thread. His clothes carried a terrible odor, and the stench intensified the further he moved into the bus. The driver didn't seem to mind, and Andre pretended not to notice. I kept my head down as he passed by, fighting the urge to cover my nose. There was no need to be rude. Hopefully the man's misfortune turned around for the better soon. You. Me. I locked eyes with the homeless man, pale, haggard gaze. He hovered over my seat, glaring into the very depths of my soul. I went stiff. A sudden, inexplicable chill swept over me, sending goosebumps racing over my skin. I gripped my guitar tight and huddled closer to Andre, my trembling body seeking out a shred of protection I could find. Andre's jaw hardened, seemingly annoyed by the unsettling man's intrusion of personal space.
You're making a mistake. He's no good. He's going to drag you down with him. Down you go. Lower than dirt.
Wow. He grinned maniacally, spittle flying around his wrinkled mouth. His eyes were wide and crazed. He moved a hand to the inner pocket of his coat. I gasped at the glint of something silver in his pocket. Was that a knife? Oh, okay. I pressed W. Oh shit. What am I supposed to do? I pressed W. What am I supposed to do? I made a screenshot by accident. Andre appeared in an instant, standing between me and the terrifying knife-wielding bum like a shield, fierce and protective. Not a single glimpse of fear in his eyes. He wasn't a stranger to confrontation, and I was more than thankful for it. His voice was low and sharp, a warning slicing through the air.
Fuck up.
The bum sneered, muttering something unintelligible. His gaze shifted from me to Andre. I barely had time to breathe before Andre struck, his fist swinging with brutal precision. Okay, well...
Down you go.
Bullshit.
What is this? What?
Take him out. Knockout.
Is this? Okay, well that broke the tension a little bit. That's nice. Oh. The sounds were sickening. Fist against flesh, a dull thud as the bum staggered back, his face bruised and battered, beginning to bleed profusely. The bus fell silent. Every passenger froze as Andre landed blow after blow, the bum crumbling beneath him, blood spattering the floor. Okay, that's enough. My breath hitched, caught somewhere between grateful and horror. Andre's strikes were fierce, almost animalistic. He didn't stop, didn't hesitate. His anger was a living, breathing thing, raw and unstrained. Stop.
Don't think so.
A blonde-haired girl intervened, her voice cutting through all the commotion. She moved from her seat towards the fight in a few quick strides, her lips pressed into a tight, disapproving grimace. The bum was nearly unconscious, his glassy eyes dazed, half lit from the brutal attack. Andre struck him 2 more times for good measure, then stepped back. His chest heaving, he looked down at the beaten bum sprawled on the ground, now a bloody, broken mess. The bum whimpered, too weak to rise, and something cold, almost indifferent, passed over my savior's face. The bus screeched into a hard stop. The driver glanced over his shoulders, his teeth clenched.
Hey! Stop it!
His eyes darted between the beaten-down bum and Andre.
Please stop!
Violence is strictly forbidden. Goddamn, kids. It won't be tolerated. Despite the bus driver's warning, Andre hit the bum again. Twice. Jesus. The driver stabbed a finger at Andre. That's it. Get off my bus. An uncomfortable silence filled the space. There was nothing out there but miles and miles of trees and road. Don't make me repeat myself. I ain't starting this bus until you're gone. Wait, you can't. He was protecting me. The other guy had a knife. The blonde cut me off swiftly.
Don't think so.
You hear the driver? Get off. It's a 3-mile walk to camp from here. Everyone shouldn't have to suffer because of you. If you have enough energy to beat up some homeless guy, I'm sure you have enough energy to hike to camp. The look Andre shot the blonde was lethal. For a moment, he looked as if he might argue, but then he exhaled sharply, visibly deflating, the fight draining from his posture. He straightened, casting one glance at the crumpled bum. He moved towards the door, the driver watching him like a hawk. My heart sank to my stomach. Was he seriously being punished for protecting me? I reached out to him. Andre, wait. Andre ignored me and kept moving. The bus door swung open. He left without looking back. A silhouette faded into the early morning light, disappearing beyond the glare of the sunlit street. How long is 3 miles? Ooh, reckless. Go after, cowardly, stay put. Do I want to walk 3 miles to the summer camp? Oh, we can leave our stuff in the bus though, so I don't have to trek the guitar. Do I really want to go? No. I would advise anyone not to go. I'm gonna go though to see what the option gives me. Possessed by an uncharacteristic surge of courage. Wow. I lunged from my seat and raced after him. The doors closed with a hiss, sealing us on the other side with chilling finality. The bus jerked forward, disappearing into the morning fog. My pulse leaped with panic. The realization that I was stranded on the side of the road began to sink in. Miles and miles of nothingness. Stupid. I should have stayed on the bus. Well, at least this way he's not alone either. You guys can go take a walk together. The morning sky was painted with shreds of tattered clouds. The dark woods pressed in around me. Misty haze played tricks with my eyes, forming eerie, suffocating shapes that threatened to swallow me whole. This was a terrible idea. Upstate Bear Ridge had no right being so unbelievably spooky. A hand on my shoulder yanked me back to reality. Icy fingers pressed through the fabric of my dress. My breath hitched. I pivoted and recoiled, my fist raised defensively, preparing for a fight. Who do you think it is? Andre, 7 a.m. Loading? Do we play as him now? Oh, we play as him now. Okay, so if I had picked to sit next to anyone else, he would have still gotten off the bus? Jenny jerked back as if my touch scorched her skin. I raised my hands, palm open, silently signaling I was on her side. I meant no harm. She She let out a sigh of relief and exhaled heavily. The tension in her shoulders eased somewhat. Our eyes met. Then I saw it, a faint motion at the edge of my vision. My gaze flickered to the dark shadows between the trees. What do you mean? Something was there. Oh, there is something there. Something lurking in the hazy fog. Watching. Waiting. My fist clenched, my heart hammered, I blinked, then it was gone. I rubbed my eyes and focused hard. I couldn't have been a trick of the light. Could have been seeing things. I ain't been too bright in the head lately. What are you looking at? I kept calm, forcing my gaze back to Jenny. She was already worked up and easily spooked, nearly about to jump out of her own skin. I didn't blame her. Something about these woods didn't feel right, at all.
Nah.
Nothing. Nothing, I lied. I lied smoothly and urged her forward with a light nudge of my elbow. Let's move, we're not getting any younger. We moved with unhurried purpose down the endless road, a breeze blew between us, the air sharp and unsympathetic. I feel like you should move with a little bit more haste. It didn't feel like summer, except for the butterflies openly fluttering about. She clung to my arm She clung to my arm to fight the cold. There's an extra "the" here. Or for reassurance, maybe both. I let her. Why'd you follow me? What? My eyes narrowed. I waited for an answer. Because I'm not going to let you hike through the creepy woods alone? You were safe on the bus. You were fine. Now you're out here in the middle of fucking nowhere, risking your neck for me. I fucked up. I deserve it. That's not true. What? You know, that's not true. You protected me from a psychopath with a knife and was dealt the short end of a stick. Yes, initially. The other hits after the maybe first 3 hits was a little bit much. Everyone thought you were the bad guy, but in reality, that couldn't be any further from the truth. It's not fair. With a huff, she straightened her dress, ruffled by the breeze.
What's right and
That's why I'm out here with you. To stand up for what's right and...
properly thank you.
Ooh. I glanced down at my bloodstained fist and grimaced. A sore reminder of a fight blown way out of fucking proportion. At least you're aware.
Nah.
Don't need your gratitude. Ain't looking for sympathy either. She flinched, her expression downcast. Too bad. You have my appreciation and my understanding, even if you're too much of a broody jerk to accept it. I bit back a mocking reply. A reluctant smile pulled at the corner of my lips. Her soft demeanor and innocent insults made it difficult to stay mad. I hated the situation I unintentionally dragged her into, but no man could rewind time. Just gotta deal with it. I'm still looking at the background. Oh, she has a cell phone. In the hushed stillness of the woods, my phone rang, startled me with its sudden noise. I dug into my pocket and pulled it out. It's 1999. She had a flip phone. My concept of time is kind of weird, but I'm pretty sure... Oh, he has a Nokia. Hello?
Andre?
Oh! Mom's concerned voice, heavily distorted, blurted from the speakers. I adjusted my grip on the cell. Trying to get a signal out here was near impossible.
Andre, where you at, boy? Why ain't you answering your phone?
I answered the phone now! Ma, now's not a good time. I can't really hear you out here.
Andre, just listen to me for once.
What?
Don't be stubborn like your daddy. Them nice folks tell you to do something, you do it. You hear? No back talk.
I didn't say anything. I worked a job before, Ma.
And you lost it. You have a problem with authority. It ain't cute.
Ma'am. But I'm cute, right?
Barely. Andre, too much.
Ma, you're breaking up. Can't hear you. You know I'm out here in the woods.
You have a temper, and I blame your daddy for that too. But Andre, you can't let it win. You hear me, baby? You can't give into the darkness. Not again.
What did I do that's making her, like, call me knowing full well I probably don't have good reception? Is this my mom? The call dropped abruptly, as expected. Jenny stifled a teasing giggle. Was that your mom? I dropped my phone back into my pocket. A groan of annoyance slipped past my lips. Why? You should be happy I have a mom that cares. Yeah, that's my mom. She's dramatic, always worried for no reason. Maybe she has good reason to be worried. Jenny's smile faded quickly. Her brown eyes glanced apprehensively at the shadowy woods behind her. This place gives me the creeps. Let's get moving then. No point in waiting around for another bus. Doubt the driver will stop for us anyway. Out here in the middle of the road. Come on, we got a long walk ahead of us. How long is 3 miles? I gazed down at the guitar in her grasp. She brought it? The precious cargo looked heavy. Thoughtful, carry the guitar. Careless, don't. I don't know, carry it, I guess, if you want to be nice. I reached for her guitar. She immediately recoiled, her fingers tightening around the case handle. I got it. I managed a small smile, ignoring the knot in my stomach. Her dramatic reaction was unexpected, strange, and more than a little rude. Well, fuck me for trying to help. That's not the response! You should have just asked! She averted her gaze, her cheeks darkening. Yo! Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. Forgiving, accept apology. Resentful, don't. I feel like these options are not true. I sighed. Her stricken expression pulled at my heartstrings. Things were shitty right now, but that was no excuse to be a dick. My bad. Won't touch the guitar again. It's important to you. I get it. Important is an understatement. I doubt I could make it through the day without it. I've been carrying it on my back for years. Feels like a part of me. I sighed, gazing down the long stretch of gravel road. Man, we had a long way to go. Come on, the day isn't getting any younger. Let's go. I led the way, gently following a couple of paces behind me. The walk was mostly quiet and a bit tense. We indulged in some small talk here and there, trying to drown out the unsettling stillness that emanated from the depths of the woods. Okay, it didn't really work. Something about the place felt off, but I couldn't pinpoint why or how. Maybe I was overthinking it. Maybe... The rhythmic thud of Jenny's boots against the concrete abruptly vanished. I pivoted and spotted her by the tree line, a short distance away. She had crumpled paper in her hand, her forehead wrinkled with the effort of reading. Jenny, what you got there? Something she shouldn't have picked up? She jerked back and shoved the paper into her dress pocket. Nothing. I raised a brow, not quite convinced. Her weird behavior was alarming. She was hiding something, but why? You sure it was nothing? What was that you put in your pocket? It's, She paused for a moment, her nose wrinkled. It's just trash, litter on the side of the road. I'll throw it away next time you find a garbage bin. I do that, but I know most people don't do that. I crossed my arms over my chest, trying to read her, but her face gave nothing away. No doubt she was lying, but for the life of me, I couldn't figure out why. What was the big deal with that paper? Why all the secrecy? A frustrated groan escaped me, my lips pressed tight to hold back an insult. She was getting on my last nerves with the lying, but I had bigger problems to worry about. Your fuse is so short, dude. Whatever, I don't care. Let's just go. I turned away sharply and strode onward with purpose. I didn't look back, but I could hear her boots scraping against the asphalt road, hurrying after me. Wait up! She lunged forward, trying to keep pace with me, stumbling over the loose gravel and nearly falling in the process. Cruel satisfaction surged through me. The urge to let her fall behind and fend for herself was tempting. However, the phone call with Mom echoed in the back of my mind. You're such a dickhead! I was supposed to be on my best behavior, doing the right thing, becoming a better man. Reluctantly, I slowed and offered her an arm to grab onto. She didn't hesitate to lash onto me. Her grip was tight, desperate almost, her purple manicure nails digging into my skin. She must have been just as spooked by these woods as I was. The sooner we made it to camp, the better. Jenny had that look-down pat, the doe-eyed innocence that disarms you, made you want to believe in the goodness of the world. Her warm, pearly white smile had a way of dropping my guard, piercing my defenses, but I knew better. Gentle smiles and kind words were rarely genuine. Ma always used to warn me that appearances can be deceiving. She'd say not all that glitters is gold. She also read Lord of the Rings. The ones who smiled the brightest were the most devious. Oh, that's kind of fucked up. Jenny, don't trust Andre. He's lying to you. Warning from a friend. Oh.
It started the summer of 1999.
What started? Oh, that's a little cutscene. It's a hoo-hoo bird. Are they
summer.
all anomalies? Or have something to do with anomalies? Coming soon.
Oliver, your shift was over hours ago. Go home. Rest. There is always tomorrow.
Huh? Okay.
Rest? Someone is behind these brutal murders, and I'll uncover the truth, even if it kills me.
So it's like 2 stories happening at the same time. Day 2, Oliver's office, 6:25 a.m. Okay. The stale air of my office hung heavy, thick with the scent of old paper and the ghost of 1,000 unanswered questions. Files overflowed from every surface, a chaotic landscape of witness statements, manila folders, and dead-end leads, the Bear Ridge Ripper. The name itself was a brand sealed into my mind, a constant burning reminder of my own inadequacy, my inability to crack this case, to piece it together. I ran a hand through my already disheveled hair, the rough paper of a transcript grating against my skin. Another interview, another victim's family member, their grief a palpable weight that settled on my chest. I listened to so many of these recordings, each one a variation of the same horrifying theme. The Ripper's brutality, the inexplicable nature of the attacks, the lack of any discernible pattern. What am I missing? Why doesn't any of it make sense? The files mock me, each one a testament to my limitations. I, Oliver Smith, the man who prided himself on his ability to solve the unsolvable, was staring into an abyss, and the abyss was staring back. I reached for the bottle of scotch in my bottom drawer, the amber liquid and temporary solace, one sip, then another. It dulled the edges of frustration, the gnawing sense of failure. It didn't provide any answers. It never did. As much as I wanted to, I couldn't drown in my own despair. I had to keep digging, keep searching. The victims deserved justice. Their families deserved closure. And I needed to know. I needed to understand. Even if the truth shattered everything I thought I knew. Ma'am! Go away! There it was again, watching, waiting, whispering obscenities. I felt its menacing presence all around me. Shadows clawed relentlessly at the corners of my weary mind. Okay, so from the little cutscene, is this Jenny? Or whatever was, like, following Jenny? Another PA announcement blurred from the speaker. Oh no, not again. Don't look. Pretend it wasn't there. No sudden movements. Don't run. Don't speak. Do not approach. But deep down there was a gnawing curiosity, a dark urge to stare into the abyss, to experience and indulge in all the horrible depravity it had to offer. And who was it that gazed so intently from the abyss? Why did it have such a fascination with the likes of me, a simple mortal with a mundane desk job? Hello, sir or madam, may I help you today? No, because it killed me. I don't want it anywhere near me. Was I special, or could this all be some slick illusion? You got a PA message from your freaking... No. No. Oh, does the quick save work? The quick save doesn't work. Fuck. No, I'm not doing it. Listen, the PA lady that scared the fuck out of me before said to avoid looking at it. I will avoid. Reason screamed in protest, every instinct urging self-preservation. In a vain attempt at normalcy, I turned my attention to the files scattered across my desk. The heat of the creature's stare pierced my soul. How much longer could I keep up this foolish game of pretend? It was there, demanding attention, demanding to be seen. Giving into the urge, I locked eyes with the shadow intruder by the door. Hey, what do you mean? You gave me the option not to look. What do you mean? The moment our gaze met, it was as if a switch had been flipped. The office was tossed into the void, the files and photos fading into meaningless blurs. It was no longer in control. I was pulled, dragged into the creature's penetrating crimson gaze, held captive by an unseen force. A strange energy coursed through my veins, a sensation both terrifying and intoxicating. My heart pounded in my chest, a frantic drumbeat against the silence of my mind. I couldn't look away. I couldn't. Then a burning sensation erupted behind my eyes, a searing, agonizing pain that intensified with every passing second. I tried to scream, but no sound escaped my lips. It's your full fault! I told you not to look! Defiant, resist, resign, give in, resist! No. Death would not take me yet. In a desperate effort to regain control, I shuddered, every fiber of my being fighting against the sudden paralysis that gripped me. The creature's eyes narrowed in challenge. It was a battle of will, a competition of mental fortitude. In that moment, my purpose had never been more clear. Oh, Q. Double? Are you? Crap, I pressed S again. I screenshotted it by accident. I barreled through the staircase exit at the end of the hall and arrived somewhere else. What do you mean? Somewhere unfamiliar. What do you mean? Oh. Oh god, it's HR. Oh, did I quick save? Fuck. The air was thick with a musty, almost nauseating odor, a strange mix of dust and something vaguely metallic. Listen. Why do I work here? Oh. Do it again. Don't make me sound crazy. I swear to God there was whispering. Not HR. Quickly, form a paper trail. I don't think that'll help us right now. Also, I raised the volume. So, any jump scares, I'm sorry. She requested. Oh my god. There were no windows, only the monotonous hum of the lights, an occasional unsettling creak from the walls. Great. It was a labyrinth of identical hallways and doors. Fantastic. A maze. Yup. A place between places that felt very wrong. Impossible. I tried to turn back, but the door wouldn't budge. Great. I was trapped in here. At least I was alone. No, you're not. No shadow abominations chasing after me. I wasn't sure which was more unsettling, the isolation or the threat of monsters lurking just beyond the doors behind me. I must press forward. Must I? There's a hallway. I don't know what's happening on either end. Hello, Moonlight Midnight Games. And I don't know what the heck is happening with the elevator if that opens up. The last game I played with an elevator like that was the letter, and the thing tried to crawl into the elevator.
Bloody hell.
Oh, that's worse. That's so much worse. We leave him there? We leave him there? He's going to die. I don't particularly care about the British man, but we're gonna leave him there. Why is there a skull on the bus stop? Thank you. You're welcome. How are you today? I'm gonna have to go back. I'm gonna come back into a dark hallway unless he gets himself out of there somehow. I don't want to get him out of there. Oh, you know what's gonna happen? It's dark. You know what's gonna happen? The freaking elevator is gonna open. And I'm gonna have to fight the door behind me to get out. The earthy scent of the woods hung heavy in the air. The surrounding trees, ancient and towering, seemed to stretch endlessly towards the sky. Birdsong and the chatter of squirrels filled the afternoon, a vibrant chorus accompanying the winding hiking trail that disappeared into the dense forest. My coworkers were already further along the path, their voices echoing faintly through the trees. I, however, lagged behind, utterly drained. Sweat plastered my dress to my back, a testament to the grueling trek with my pack and guitar. Each step on the uneven terrain was a victory against the sheer exhaustion. The vibrant beauty of the forest seemed indifferent to my weariness, the symphony of nature mocking my aching muscles. Finally reaching the trail side, I paused, leaning heavily on a nearby tree, the rough bark digging into my palms. Andre leaned against the trees beside me. Rubbing at his hazel eyes, he seemed just as exhausted as me, his curls slick with sweat and his face flushed with exertion. Well, shit, we made it. For a second, I didn't think we would. I don't know how long 3 miles is. I assume it's doable. I panted, taking a moment to regain my composure and calm my racing heartbeat. My lungs burned with each breath, and my legs trembled beneath me. I was glad I wasn't the only one dying here. That's poor choice of words. I'm surprised we didn't get lost. That'd be a terrible way to start the summer. You just follow the road. Andre pushed himself off the tree, stretching his back with a grimace. No kidding. He kept his voice chilly, his expression guarded, distant. There was something on his mind, but he was keeping it close to his chest. I messed up earlier hiding the letter, but I didn't want things between us to be awkward. There had to be a way I could earn even a sliver of his trust again. Sucking in a deep breath, I mustered the strength to apologize. Andre, I'm really sorry about what happened back there. I should have... Doesn't matter. What's done is done. He shrugged, his lip pressed into a fine line. It doesn't matter. Oh, it does matter. I feel like I've been a bad friend lately. You just met him! Anyway. Andre's brow wrinkled, distress darkening his gaze. Oh, my bad. When did I give off the impression that we were friends? I ain't here to play buddy-buddy with no one. I closed my eyes and tried to ignore the ache that settled just behind my heart. Man, you just met him. Stand up. Stop. And I never met anyone so unapologetically honest, so outwardly mean. No. Hold on. He can be mean. Mentally, he was being really fucking rude, but he's just being honest. And the worst part? I deserved it. Yes, you deserve honesty. I gathered my defenses with several deep breaths, refusing to give him the satisfaction of showing weakness. After a short moment, I opened my eyes and raised my chin, meeting his hard gaze directly. You don't mean that. You're upset, I get it, and I'm sorry, okay? No, you're not friends. If you don't want to be friends, that's fine. But I don't want you to hate me either. A long stretch of silence followed. The only sound, the rustling of leaves in the wind. Andre stared at me, his expression unreadable, leaving me to squirm under the weight of his gaze. Finally, he sighed, the tension seemingly to drain slightly from his shoulders. I don't hate you, girl. Hope hit me square in the chest. He didn't hate me, so did that mean I don't like you either? That's fair. I visibly deflated, my optimism stamped out in an instant. I didn't give up so easily, however. That's something we can work on, can't we? He snorted, seemingly amused by my persistence. Maybe. Oh god, I thought for a second something was going to appear in the background again. I wasn't ready. The blonde let out a loud, exaggerated sigh. She spun on a heel and faced us, boldly tossing her perfect hair over her shoulders. Okay, people, since Ian is late, I'm going to take matters into my own hands. It's time for introductions.
Hi,
I'm Summer. Ooh, sorry, were you going to say the rest? No? Okay. She's Summer, the head counselor. In other words, your boss. Oh, great. An awkward silence filled the air. A mocking snort followed soon after, probably from one of the boys behind me. Why? Summer ignored it. After a long moment of uncomfortable quiet, I spoke up to introduce myself.
Jenny. Hey!
Oh, okay. And I'm Candace, but everyone calls me Candy.
I'm Jake.
Oh, you were the one that was asleep and putting graffiti all over the place. Before Andre got a chance to speak, Candy stepped forward, her voice booming. He's Antonio.
I'm Andre.
I'm Andre. Oh, is your name Antonio? Candy visibly deflated, shrinking back into her original spot. Oh, awkward. Do they know each other? Summer cleared her throat, glancing at her phone. I have no service. I can't get into contact with Ian. He's never late like this. This is so weird. I called him earlier and he answered, but it didn't seem like he wanted to be bothered. He hung up on me. He was really rude about it too. Summer pressed her lips into a fine line, her arms crossed over her chest. Well, that doesn't sound like Ian at all. He's nice to everybody. Don't got a single rude bone in his body. Well, he did, so fuck you. Isn't Mr. Matthews too old for you? Oh, shit! Summer's brows shot up. Excuse me? Oh, what? You talk about him like you're, you know. A wry smile pulled at the corners of Jake's lips, his gaze sparkling with amusement. Jake is the shit stirrer. Note it. Summer scoffed. A vein ticked in her forehead. Like I'm what? Use your words. Oh boy. Oh, you know. Does she? Nope, she doesn't, and nor does she care. So why don't you do us all a favor and shut the hell up? She knows exactly what he means. She just doesn't like it. Acting like he didn't hear a thing, Jake continued on. Oh, she definitely knows, but don't worry, princess. Your secret's safe with me. Scott's honor. Jake winked, and with a lopsided grin, he performed a mock salute. Summer rolled her eyes and took a slow, deliberate breath. Candy leaned in slightly, her tone dropping to a whisper. I'm getting a strong reading here there's a smackdown in his future.
Whatever.
Yeah, I saw the smackdown in the cutscene. For one, I highly doubt you were a Boy Scout, and two, call me princess again and I'll kick your teeth in. Are we clear? Princess? Never been called princess before. I think I like it. He fucking would. He is 100% the shit stirrer. Okay. You would. Now answer the question. Are we clear? Crystal. He laughed and gave a mock bow, twirling his markers as he did so. Oh, don't mind me. No one ever does. I never know what I'm talking about anyway. Okay. His grin was easy, filled with boyish charm, but the glint in his eyes hinted at something deeper, darker. That's great. It almost felt sad. His words, don't mind me, no one ever does. I know it sounded sad. I was trying not to pay attention to it. Jenny, listen. The woods are haunted. Let's worry about that. Candy grinned, entertained by the strange conversation. Whoa, this is getting juicy. Is it? Andre scratched at his jaw, his brows furrowed. He looked hopelessly confused. Another awkward silence swept over the group. Summer cleared her throat and waved a dismissive hand in Jake's direction. Anyway, as head counselor and second in command, I say we keep our butts right here and wait for Ian to show up. For how long? Why? Can't we just hike to the camp from here?
Don't think so.
It's too long of a walk, especially in this heat. What if one of you passed out from heat stroke? I'm not taking responsibility for that. Yet you were going... you still let us walk 3 miles in this heat, didn't you? That would still have been your responsibility. You were on the bus.
Nah.
I'm not staying here. What? Oh no you don't, mister. Andre turned, taking off for the hiking trail without looking back. What? That happened. His confident stride swayed most of the group in an instant. Hey, wait up. I'm coming too. Candy and Jake rushed off after him. I passed Summer, a sheepish smile, and followed behind them. It was always best to stick with the group, right? Darn it, fine, wait for me, you don't know where you're going. Summer kept pace with us, refusing to be left behind. Somebody has to keep watch after y'all. Yeah, except for the 2 that you let watch. Anyway. Camp Bear Ridge, for your safety stay on trail. Okay. The afternoon sun beat down through the canopy, dappling the hiking trail in shifting patterns of light and shadow. About 10 minutes into the hike, my steps started to drag, and before I knew it, my coworkers had left me in the dust. Fantastic. They were further up the path, their voices echoing faintly through the trees. I lagged behind, utterly drained. Sweat plastered my dress to my back, a testament to the grueling trek with my pack and guitar. Each step on the uneven terrain was a victory against sheer exhaustion. Maybe Summer had a point about the heat strokes. My head was pounding, a wave of dizziness washed over me. I could only imagine how much worse it would get if I didn't stop soon. Eventually, the fatigue won out. I veered off the trail and dropped onto a mossy fallen log. Why? You can just squat on the trail. Why do you have to... Stillness crept in, and I let my eyes slip shut, desperate for the spinning to stop. If you're gonna pass out on the trail where someone can find you. And now we're gonna open our eyes and something's gonna be hovering above us. When I opened them again, my coworkers were gone. The trail ahead was empty. Fantastic. Barren. All that remained were faded footsteps in the dirt. Fuck. A knot of panic tightened in my stomach. Where did they go? I only stopped for a few moments. No, you didn't. They left me. They didn't know you were behind. How could they leave me? Oh my god. My breath hitched in my throat. I stood up, my heart pounding, half expecting them to jump out and yell surprise. No, but the woods remained silent. The only sound the rustling of leaves in the hot wind. You know they're not there. Don't ask. Do not ask. You'll get an answer. I called out to them, my voice echoing hauntingly. No reply. They were gone. Spooked by the unsettling silence, I pressed forward along the path, searching frantically for any familiar faces. Up ahead was a steep hill, and at the base, a signpost. I thrust my head forward, struggling to make out the words. Caution, beware of bear. You may be subject to dangerous encounters or possible attacks. Hike at your own risk. A cold knot formed in my stomach, to be fair. It is the woods. A bear? Here? In the woods? Yes. The sound of footsteps crunching over the dirt sent a shiver up my spine. I jumped, startled by the noise. But nothing was there. The woods went silent. Run. If the woods are quiet, you run. Deathly still. Clouds choked the sun from the sky, plunging darkness over the earth. Run harder. A living shadow darted past me, unnaturally swift, my breath caught in my throat. I wasn't alone. Nope. I stopped mid-stride. Why? My gaze searching desperately for any signs of life. No. I spotted a dark beaten path just off the hiking trail. Something about it seemed off. Gnarled and twisted branches jutted out over the dirt like knives, warning not to enter. A lashing wind sifted through the trees. The bushes rumbled and shook. I couldn't tell if it was just the wind or if someone or something was moving nearby. Back way. Utter repulse and stomach churning, I turned on a heel and ran away as fast as I could. Adrenaline spiked through my veins. I pushed through the burning of my lungs and soreness in my muscles, my luggage almost weightless as I scrambled away. A break in the trees up ahead, a river. Down by the river. Oh my fucking god. Why? Water crashed and frothing below a wooden footbridge. The first hurried step on the plank seemed sturdy. Please tell me the camp wasn't past the cursed path. The second step less so. The third step was dangerously wobbly. The fourth plank gave out completely, snapping in two, falling into the depths of the stream. My group made it over this? I stumbled, my foot caught in the gap. I couldn't move, captured and ensnared like a rat in a trap. No, okay. My heartbeat raced, my breath bursting in and out. I couldn't swim, and even if I could, the current was too strong. Thoughts of being washed away by a river and drowning, consumed by nature's cruel tide, flashed through my mind. I can't die here. Panic, scream for help. No! Free yourself! I swallowed my fear. I buried it down into the depths of my stomach and locked it away. Then I twisted around, grabbed my ankle, and pulled the hardest I could. Okay. Ooh. My foot remained trapped as the bridge finally gave way. Fuck! I plummeted into the rushing water, the world in chaos of turning currents and splintered wood. Fuck! Just as I thought, I was done for. Strong hands grabbed me, hauling me back onto the bank. It was Andre, dragging me back to the solid land. What? Are you seriously telling me that the camp is past the cursed path? Are you kidding me? The darkness pressed in and swallowed me. I couldn't see a thing. Fuck, right, we're still here. Remember this hallway? What do you mean, remember this hallway? Why? What do you mean, remember the hallway? What am I remembering? Okay. Is this gonna be like Anomaly Watch? Okay, there's a cat with a knife in its mouth. There's a chick with, I don't know what the heck she's, is that a cup? An apple? That's just nothing. There's a hallway here, there's a door there, there's a chair that kind of looks like it's made out of bone, there's a potted plant, there's 1, 2, 3 pillars on each side, there's an elevator, and there's nothing here. And there's carpet, and there's ceiling tiles, everything is spaced evenly. Yes? Christ spoke too soon. I drew my flashlight from my belt. Just what I needed, much better. I need to find a way out of this godforsaken place. This door is normal. It's your regular standard door. Nothing special about it. Promise. This is an anomaly. It looks similar to the normal door, but there are key differences. The eyes behind it are glowing. The door is open. It should be closed. How to fix an anomaly. See something off, left click and hold your mouse on the anomaly until it's gone. But be careful, if something is not an anomaly, best leave it alone or you may regret it. So click and hold your mouse. Great. Oh, my flashlight is ass. My flashlight is big ass. You sure you want to take the elevator? You may have missed something on the floor. If you move on too soon, there will be consequences. No, stay and check again. You motherfucker! There, 5th floor? No, that wasn't there before. I can't click it. I can't click it. Those pipes are also different. But I can't click it. Let me click it. Let me to die because it won't let me click on the fucking anomaly. What do you mean? I can't click on it. What am I supposed to do if I can't click on it? I don't know. I die, I guess. Oh boy. Take the risk. I couldn't click it off. Oh wait, that's just there now? Okay, so that's just there now. I do not appreciate the whispering. If the whispering could take several steps back, that would be nice. Three. 4th floor. I mean, I did go 1 floor lower, didn't I? Bone chair is still there. Okay. Yes. The elevator music makes it worse. I don't know how to explain. I died. Fuck. Okay, so I missed something. I missed something. See, it's not here. There's no numbers here. The tubes are here, which is weird, but okay. This door is here. Don't know what I missed. Okay. Okay. Oh, there's a fucking hole in the ground over there. Okay, this one is not supposed to be here. Okay. That door is fine. There's the footsteps. This is not fine. There's a picture missing here. Fifth floor is supposed to stay there. There's a giant crater in the way. Did she just like fucking open the door when I click to exit? That's cheating. That's not fair. So I guess I need to check the door before I click on the elevator again, just in case she pops out randomly. Jesus fuck. Phone chair is the wrong color. I hate this. So I had to play a silly slasher looking visual novel. What the fuck is this? Is there anything on the floor? No? Oh my god, there's stuff on the ceiling. Fuck me, okay. 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 Fucked it up until at the end of this little elevator scene. This messed up. I fucked up. Yeah, I fucked up. I don't know how to keep missing. There's no way the fourth floor is the anomaly, is it? What did I miss? Oh. I have an option to skip. Why? Skipping, huh? That's fine. What is that for everyone? Oh. Ew. What the fuck? It's so fucking rude. The fifth floor one is definitely not an anomaly. Because I kept clicking on it and I wasn't doing it. This one's missing this picture. That is green. That stays there. This one is the wrong picture. Okay. That. I guess. For sure I have everything this time, right? Are the paintings not? I don't know. No. Okay, there's the crater. There's one painting missing here. This one's cracked. Door's closed. This one's the wrong color. Is the potted plant the wrong color? Is that what it is? It is. See, it looked slightly different to me. I don't know if it's a very obvious difference because I'm a little colorblind. It looked a little bit different, but I don't know like how different it's supposed to look like. Sorry. Maybe on the ceiling. No. Exit. Take the risk. If that's not it, then I don't know what it is. That was it. Okay. These two are the same. Footsteps there. There's a painting missing here. Is this the wrong color? That's the same. Right. The thing on the ceiling. Right. No. Man. I think this is good. Take the risk. Oh no. Alright. At a glance. I don't know if I hear. Okay, the whispering is like a thing. I swear I hear like static or something. And it could very much be me just like losing it in this hallway. This. Get rid of that. You're the wrong color. The lady with the mug next to me. Do not open. what? I'm gonna quick save. That's correct. This is fine. Missing this picture. These are fine. I think the chair is the correct color. The plant is. There's something else on the floor? It's wrong. Oh fuck. What did I miss? Fuck. Okay. Oh, it does give me different options. Okay, I thought it would save the same one. You know what I mean? Or did that one have a crater on the floor? I don't think so. Ooh. Anything? No. He has a mug. Has a little knife. There's nothing on the floor. That door is closed. Right? Okay. Yeah. I made it! After a methodical eternity, I made it out of that labyrinth. Somehow, impossibly, I was back in my office again. Everything felt normal. My surroundings made sense. This was the reality I remembered. Not whatever nightmare that was.
Oliver.
Oh, hello. What was that? I jumped back violently, immediately reaching for the comforting weight of my gun. Are you gonna shoot the ghost? When the shadowy creature made no effort to attack, I hesitated. Those penetrating crimson eyes, once dreadfully intimidating, seemed docile now. Its body, which was nearly naked and unmistakably feminine, hovered above ground with an unfathomable lightness, floating, weightless as a feather. The sting, she, was beyond my comprehension. Baffled, I stared in stunned silence, my brain struggling to make sense of it all. The pupil is moving slowly. I am not sure how I feel about that. Don't be afraid. What do you mean? Her sultry, otherworldly voice was a soft, disarming whisper. I lowered my weapon, intrigued by the strange turn of events. This was not how I expected the end of my shift to go. She reached out to me. Shadowy wisps circled around her slender fingers. It was a surprising, intimate gesture. A trap, maybe. Maybe? Or perhaps an attempt to make a connection. My hand twitched, the rational part of my brain screaming at the sheer insanity of the idea. Everything about this creature defied logic, defied everything I thought I knew about the world. To touch her, it was like reaching into the unknown, a gamble with stakes I couldn't even begin to comprehend. She had every opportunity to kill me tonight, but she didn't. That's not true. I restarted the game, but we died. I promise you she would kill you. Was there a chance this being meant no harm? No. Maybe, but not to me. Risky, touch her. Sensible, don't. Sensible. My guy is British. He's supposed to be sensible, isn't he? But we're gonna touch her because why not? Let's fucking touch her. Slowly, Hesitantly, I extended my own hand. My palms felt clammy, my fingers trembling. The fluorescent lights of my office seemed too dim, the sounds of the city outside fading into a distant hum. It was as if the world was holding its breath, waiting to see what would happen next. The gap between us closed, her fingers long and slender, with nails like polished obsidian, brushed against my skin. A jolt of electricity shot up my arm, but it wasn't painful. It was strange. Sensations flooded my mind, images and emotions that weren't my own. She carried a sense of ancientness, of vastness, power that dwarfed anything I have ever encountered. And beneath it all, a profound loneliness. You, the protector of the weak and downtrodden. You help people. You save them. I've watched you. I see you. I swallowed deeply, struggling to find my voice.
You've been watching me. Why?
Watching you is fascinating. You intrigue me.
So if we save the anomalies instead of getting them got, she's happy with us?
You are different from the others.
You care. You help.
It is my job to help, yes. Is that why you watch me? Do you need my help too?
Maybe. She didn't answer, but her pleading eyes said it all.
What are you, really? You don't seem like an abnormal. A monster would have killed me by now.
Oh, is the anomaly hot? The anomaly did kill us, by the way.
You seek the truth. I can tell you.
Truth of what?
But it requires payment.
I promise you, my British soul is not up to standard.
What kind of payment?
A kiss.
A soft sigh escaped her lips, her gaze searching mine with an intensity that made my heart race. The air between us was thick with unspoken words. A kiss in exchange for knowledge. I couldn't even imagine the secret she kept close to her chest. If there was a chance to know. I gave in. I don't even get to pick. Hesitantly, giving her a shadowy cheek, a tentative kiss, a small peck.
Kiss me like you mean it.
Oh, that's not at all what the subtitle says. Ah, see, there's the rest of it. I felt an invisible pull, a force drawing me closer to her, bridging the impossible gap between our worlds. Is she gonna, like, steal my life force? Her fingers tightened around mine, the coldness of her touch sending another jolt through my arm. This time, it wasn't jarring. It was comforting. Familiar, even. Familiar? Her face was inches from mine, her crimson eyes full of ancient wisdom and vulnerability. I could see the intricate patterns etched into her skin, swirling lines that seemed to shift and change in unnatural motion. My lips met hers with a tenderness that surprised me. Oh. Oh. What? I am deleting the VOD. And I'm gonna have to censor it. Oh boy, we're skipping all of that. I'm deleting the VOD. But they kissed. I can read it. I can read it, I think. I can't read all of it. In her eyes, I saw not a monster, but a kindred spirit. She was being of immense power and loneliness, reaching out for a connection in the universe that had cast her adrift. Okay, cool. So, I don't trust the Steam page anymore. I thought that safe for word was just the gore, okay? The internet told me it was just the gore. It will take away all the blood and stuff. No. Clearly not. So, I'm going to... wait. How do I... No. Settings? Oop. Oops. Can I? Uh-huh. No. Turn. Oh, okay. It was a black screen, right? When I did it? Let's see. Let's see. Coughing and sputtering, I collapsed onto the muddy banks, waterlogged and shivering. My clothes clung to me, heavy and cold, each movement sending a wave of icy discomfort through my body. I gasped for breath, my lungs burning from the shock and exertion. My heart hammered against my ribs, a frantic rhythm against a sudden stillness. Right, we almost drowned. Suddenly, I was surrounded by the others. Their faces swam into focus. Was that annoyance? Concern? It was hard to tell through the blur of my own panic. Candy was there, her brows furrowed, though on her it looked more like cartoonish confusion than actual worry. Her usual bright energy shimmered just beneath the surface, barely contained. Summer was assessing the damage to the collapsed bridge, shaking her head. Jake twirled his marker between his fingers, eyes locked on the crashing waves below. A crooked, unhinged grin tugged at his lips like he wouldn't mind if the sea swallowed him whole. Andre leaned against a tree, arms crossed, expression unreadable. He looked like he'd rather be anywhere else. Are you okay? What happened?
No.
You guys left me, that's what happened. You mean you left us? We reached a fork in the path, then we turned around, and you were gone. We looked everywhere for you. Good thing we found you before you became fish food.
You're not from around
I hate to
here,
say it,
are
but
ya?
Jake's not wrong. First rule of hiking? Stick to the marked trails. This bridge has been crumbling for years. Campers are strictly warned to avoid it. And staff? We should know better. Trying to cross was like begging for disaster. What were you thinking? What? I stumbled over my thoughts, scrambling for an excuse. What could I even say? That I bolted off the trail like a fool because of a shadow? That something was after me? They'd think I'd lost my mind. Sorry, I messed up, big time. It won't happen again. Summer crossed her arms over her chest, unconvinced. It better not. No more bridges, no more being chased after by bums. From now on, you're sticking with a partner. A partner? That's right. Here at Camp Bridge Ridge, we've got a buddy system. Newcomers get paired up for a few days to watch each other's backs, stick together, and stay out of trouble. Normally, it's for the 12-year-olds. But since you've got a talent for fighting chaos, I'm making an exception. You've officially lost your solo privileges. I winced. A partner? Seriously? Is that really the worst case scenario? No. I played the Liftbird demo earlier on at the start of the stream, and then I played the Bloodletter prototype, and this one is called Bad Summer Extended Demo. This one's on Steam. I don't need a partner. I've just had some bad luck lately.
Don't think so.
I'm doing this for your own good, Jenny. You'll thank me later. Your assigned buddy is Andre. Andre stiffened, his jaws tightening as his brows drew together. He didn't seem too thrilled about getting roped into this. I think I'm good on that. Not here to play babysitter. Jenny needs a strong guy who won't let her stumble into trouble again. So this is much more fun if I picked her at the start, because then she stuck with me. Summer's tone was bubbly sweet. It was obvious that she was what she was trying to do. She hadn't had one nice word to say about Andre since she met him, and now that she wants his cooperation, she's suddenly nice. I'd suggest Jake, but he's been busy decorating the windows and trees with dicks all morning. Not exactly leadership material, no offense. A smug grin pulled at Jake's lips. I think he did that on purpose. None taken. That's not my problem. It is now, unless you want me to report this whole mess to Ian and let him decide how to handle it. He won't be too happy with any of this. Are you threatening me? Summer crossed her arms and shot a challenging stare at Andre. Why, are you feeling threatened? Kind of. Andre sighed through his nose, staring off into the woods like he could will himself anywhere else. My cheeks burned. Was I really that much of a liability? Apparently. Oh, come on, don't be such a grouch. The buddy system isn't that bad. You might even make a friend, build some character, learn to play nice with others. Andre threw up his arms with a sharp exhale, his lips pressed into a thin, bitter line. Fine, I'll do it. I'll make sure she doesn't walk off a cliff or some shit. Summer's lips curled with a quiet satisfaction. Good. You guys won't regret the buddy system. The kids love it. Great. Before either of us could retreat, Summer stepped between us, took Andre's wrist in one hand and mine in the other, and guided our hands together with deliberate care, just like she probably did with stubborn 12-year-olds. Our palms Our palms met awkwardly. Andre didn't flinch, but he let his hand hang there, limp and unmoving, like he was tolerating a bad group project. He is. There, see? Teamwork. She's enjoying this shit too much. After some time, we reached a clearing in the trees. The sun blazed overhead, casting golden warmth across the open land. In the center stood the main cabin of Camp Bear Ridge. Rustic and sturdy, the wooden panel exterior weathered by time. It's pretty. Wide fields of flat open ground stretched endlessly beyond massive structure. It seemed perfect for pitching tents and setting up campfire circles. Where? The distant twitter of birds carried in the breeze, mingling with the ever-present hum of cicadas. Despite the open land stretching far in every direction, something about it felt unsettling. The fact that the woods are everywhere? You are engulfed? I hadn't expected the buzz of preparation, camp counselor arriving in groups, hauling gear, laughing, unpacking supplies, maybe arguing over tent spots. I imagined a dozen voices overlapping, the chaos of people getting ready for something big. But there was none of that. No walkie-talkie chatter, no hurried footsteps, barely any parked cars. Are you guys the only counselors? Just us, standing in a vast sunlit clearing that felt far too quiet for what was supposed to be counselor training. It was like we'd shown up early for a party no one else knew about. Bear Ridge was the most popular summer camp in all of New Empress. The place should be teeming with activity this time of year, shouldn't it? Jake was the first to speak up.
Whoa.
Is it always this quiet?
Hey!
Yeah, where is everyone?
Oh.
I don't know, this is strange. For a brief second, Summer's confident facade faltered. Her eyes scanned the clearing, narrowed and alert, like she was calculating something. Her posture stiffened, the corners of her mouth twitching downward. Uncertainty flickered across her face like a shadow, swift, but noticeable. That brief crack in her armor said more than words ever could. Then, just as quickly, she straightened her shoulders and smoothed the tension from her face. Maybe everyone's running late. Let's check in with Ian. Summer led our advance to the main cabin. Candy tapped my shoulders. Where's Andre? I shrugged, my gaze sweeping over the campgrounds. There was no sign of him anywhere. Did you lose your buddy already? We stopped at the front door of the cabin. Summer reached for the knob and pulled. It didn't budge. Huh? She tried again, twisting harder, then rattling it. It's still locked. That's not right. Ian's always here early to greet everyone. He practically lives in this place. Is Ian human? Is Ian caught by the anomalies? Who lives out here? She backpedaled and scanned the front of the cabin. That's when I noticed it. Wait, there's something on the door. I stepped closer and peeled a wind-ruffled piece of paper from where it hung crookedly on the cabin door frame. The ink had bled slightly, like it had been written in a hurry. Candy peered over my shoulder at the letter.
Hey!
That's from Mr. Matthews. I know his handwriting. It's like chicken scratch. Give me that. She snatched the letter from my hand and read it out loud.
Hey, Bear Ridge superstars. Got a family emergency that needs handling, but I'll be back before the kids arrive. Please use your tents for shelter instead of the cabins for now. Long story, plumbing issue. There's a cooler with food and drinks locked in the back shed. Keys are with Norman. Stick to the itinerary and I'll see you soon. Behave yourselves,
Who's
Mr.
Norman?
Matthews.
Who's Norman? Looking for me? Hi, Norman. I yelped, spinning so fast I nearly tripped over my own feet. Candy shrieked, hiding behind me, clinging to my shoulders for protection. Even Summer flinched. I locked eyes with a lanky redhead wearing thick-rimmed glasses, his pale face splashed with freckles. Judging by the Camp Bear Ridge uniform and keys jangling on his waist, this must be the guy Mr. Andrews mentioned in his letter, Norman. Christ, Norman, you scared us. What'd I tell you about sneaking up on folks? I wasn't sneaking around. I've been here all morning. It's you guys who showed up late. Summer raised her palms, silencing him. Whatever. Ian said you had the keys to the shed? Yeah. Is it had the keys because you no longer have it, or what? His trembling fingers fumbled with the shed key before he shoved it into Summer's outstretched hand. Okay, you're just, uncomfortable speaking to her? He couldn't meet her gaze, his eyes darting around as if searching for an escape. Even as a newcomer, it didn't take long to see Norman was a total pushover. I almost felt sorry for him. Norman's gaze flickered to me, Jake, and Candy. You guys must be the new counselors. Welcome to Camp Bear Ridge.
Welcome to Camp Bear Ridge. Yay!
Oh no! No? Okay. I wish Mr. Matthews was here to greet you guys, but you read the note, right? Norman sighed deeply, his brown eyes dark, troubled. He was acting weird before he left, like something was really wrong.
I'm really worried about Mr. Matthews.
Jake, Candy, and I exchanged wary glances. Summer flipped her hair over her shoulder, a smug grin plastered on her face. Obsessed much? What do you mean? Norman's cheek flushed a vivid red. Obsessed? No, just worried. Ian's fine. You're overreacting like usual. They'll be back before we know it, and everything will be smooth sailing once again. We'll do our jobs, take care of the kids, and get paid. Just like every summer. So take a breath, Norman. Do your little job and try not to spiral, okay? You're kind of a dick. He nodded obediently.
Sorry.
Okay, Summer. That sounds fine and dandy, but where is everyone? Shouldn't more counselors be here for training? Norman hesitated, then glanced towards the narrow hiking trail snaking through the dense forest, dappled with golden sunlight and lined with ferns. Some of the others are arriving late. Ian told me to expect a second group this afternoon. I'll go wait for them. Someone has to make sure they don't wander off into the woods like Jenny here did. Okay. Norman perked up immediately, shaking his head a little bit too fast. No, I've got it. I'll go. You've got enough on your plate, Summer. It's the least I can do. Summer raised an eyebrow. You sure? I don't mind. Positive. I insist. He gave her a hopeful smile, the kind that screamed pick-me energy without saying a word. Oh. I'll let them know where to go. Give them the grand tour. You should, rest. You deserve it, Summer. No one fought him on this. Summer shrugged and waved him off, already losing interest.
Whatever.
Suit yourself. Without another word, Norman turned and started down the trail, shoulders hunched like he was bracing for something. Braving the woods alone? I watched him disappear around the bend, a weird unease settling in my stomach. I didn't know the guy, but the way he walked off alone like that, it felt wrong. Summer clapped her hands twice, sharp and authoritative. Alright, listen up. The sun is going down soon, and unless you want to spend the night being feasted on by mosquitoes, I suggest you pick a spot and start setting up your tents. She stepped forward, eyes scanning the tree-ringed clearing with natural authority, like the forest itself had elected her in charge. Try to spread out a bit. Plenty of space, no need to be on top of each other, and keep your gear close. I don't want to hear anyone crying about their stuff getting soaked in dew or getting dragged off by some curious critter. No one argued. Where is Andre? We scattered, quietly sizing up the open land around us. The forest was still, the shadows growing longer. I had to get this tent set up fast. Oh, this is a nice spot. There's like a weird path this way though. I chose a flat patch of ground, a little ways from the others, where the grass had been pressed down by time or traffic. I couldn't tell. Why are you going away from each other? You keep getting yourself into trouble. It looked good enough. Unzipping the tent bag felt like a puzzle in itself. True. I practiced once in my backyard, but now that the pressure was on, I nearly forgot the entire process. I laid everything out in a neat little line from what little I remembered from that old camping manual. Stakes, poles, the crinkly fabric that somehow became a tent. So far, so good. Then came the poles. The immediate tried to tangle themselves. I wrestled them apart, tried connecting segments like I remember, and managed to snap one in place with a satisfying click. I glanced around. Candy was already halfway through setting hers up with a smug little smirk. Jake hadn't even started yet, and Andre looked like he was about to build a cabin out of spite. Oh, so he's back. I turned back to my mess. The tent fabric flopped like a dead fish, and one of the poles was trying to stab me in the shin. I took a deep breath, crouched down, and tried again. Slower this time. Stake by stake, pole by pole, one weird little clip at a time. What? What? What am I doing? Huh? Build tent? Build tent? Getting killed by wildlife is one of the rarest ways to die while in national park. You're more likely what? You're more likely what? You're more likely what? Great. Eventually it stood. Sort of. The tent leaned a little to the left and sagged in the middle like it was tired just being alive, but it was up, technically. Oh great, it's gonna collapse, with you in it. Should I spruce this place up a bit or keep it natural? Pink and pretty. Green and earthy. Original and ours. I would go for... green. Yeah, green. Find your sanctuary in this lush, vibrant tent, adorned with cascading hanging fountains and intertwining vines. It brings the serene beauty of nature indoors. I think it's nice. Let's see what the other one is. Oh, this is butterflies and stuff. This is cute. Need some extra sparkle in your life? This girly tent overflows with soft pink hues, twinkling fairy lights, and charming accents, perfect for a magical escape. Why did you have to call it girly, though? It's cute. Pink and pretty, just a flare to space needed. I made up my bed and fluffed up my spare hoodie into a makeshift pillow. The fairy lights cast a soft glow overhead, making nylon walls shimmer like moonlight on a quiet lake. I lay back on my bedroll, legs crossed at the ankles, the smell of grass, fabric, and distant campfire smoke settling around me. For the first time all day, I felt good. Not perfect, but good. I pulled out my songbook, its corners bent and covers scribbled on, and flipped to a blank page. My pen hovered, then landed. The words arrived slowly, careful and unsure, as if they weren't quite ready to be seen. I used to tremble at the break of dawn, shadows danced until the courage was gone. I tapped the page, mouth pursed, hummed a little melody, scribbled a G chord. The tent may have been crooked, but in that moment it felt like my own tiny studio. I could hear the guitar in my head already, low and steady, humming under the lyrics. Outside, the evening wind rustled through the trees. Inside, I kept writing. Then came the footsteps. Soft at first, crunching lightly through the grass outside. I froze, pen hovering above the page. Someone was close. A shadow moved across the thin nylon wall. Before I could call out, the flap opened. And Andre appeared, his tall shoulders frame filling the tent entrance as he ducked inside, moving with a kind of quiet strength that made the space feel significantly smaller. There was something slow and deliberate in the way his stone legs moved, like he knew he shouldn't be here but came anyway. He held 2 paper cups, the plastic sweating with condensation, tiny ice cubes clinking. There were words on the tip of his tongue, something he wanted to say, but they didn't come out. Instead, he offered me one of the cups without meeting my eyes. Peace offering. Summer-made Kool-Aid. Figured you might be in need of some refreshment considering all the shit we've been through today. I hadn't realized how parched I was until I saw those ice cubes bobbing in the sticky red liquid. My mouth flooded with anticipation. I accepted the drink with a small thank you, acutely aware of the brief contact where our fingers touched. I took a sip. The sweet, cool refreshment went down smooth. Easy. Ain't bad, right?
Thank you.
It's good, thank you. Credit where credit's due. That girl actually used sugar. I expected it to taste like regret and tap water. Still not as good as my mama's. When I was a kid, that woman made Kool-Aid so good. It solved family arguments, healed heartbreak, and cured colds. Maybe. Maybe. She doesn't cook like she used to. Comes with age, I guess. She'd rather have me do all the work now. I coughed to cover up a laugh. Andre seems like the kind of guy who consults his mom before his big decisions. Knew family recipe by heart and probably had a mental list of her favorite TV shows in case she ever wanted to talk about them. It was cute in a way that made you want to tease him. And maybe hug him. As much as I wanted to laugh and smile and pretend everything was just peachy between us, realistically, I knew that wasn't the case. Andre seemed like he could barely tolerate my presence most of the time. Why was he being so nice suddenly? Why was he here? Sure, ask. Why are you being so nice? You want me to be mean? No. But you've been moody, so where's the consistency? You've been moody all day. His expression hardened for a moment, then smoothed out into something quieter, almost somber. Yeah, I ain't really the most friendly person, not like you and the others. I'm jaded. I hate kids, prefer to square up instead of talking shit out, and I'm miserable as hell to be around. At least he's self-aware, holy shit. Not really summer camp material. My gaze drifted from his calloused knuckles to his hard jaw and piercing eyes. He was right. That brooding, closed-off demeanor wasn't going to win him much points with the kids. Not true, necessarily. But was that such a bad thing, to be different? Mr. Matthew must have seen something good in you, or else he wouldn't be here. I paused, fighting the urge to spill my heart to him. Maybe it was just the infatuation talking, but there was so much I wanted to say. Was it too soon? I didn't want to scare him away. Affectionate, riz him up. Fucking kill me. Listen, this is a bad idea. You do not know him. I can't quick save either, is the other fucking problem, right? But we were lying before because we didn't tell him about the note. So I guess this would make up for it. You might not be very rich summer camp material, but I think you're wonderful. I cursed once the words left my lips. Stupid. This is not exactly how I thought this was going to go. If I knew this was the way you were going to go, I would have told you to shut up. Wonderful? Who says that? It was an embarrassing compliment your grandma gave you after squeezing your cheek in front of everyone. Yes. I couldn't meet his eyes. I was terrified to see him cringe. Of course not. Instead, he smiled. I couldn't believe it. You always a soft girl, or am I special? Clearly you are. She's been fucking... I've been fighting her the whole time. I fumbled for words. His perfect smile nearly stripped the breath from my lungs. The tent suddenly felt small. Ooh, why does the screen go black? That was weird. My entire PC took a screenshot. That was weird. Okay. I fumbled for words. No. Too small. It's you. Yeah? He took a step forward, hovering over my bed. He reached one strong hand out to me. It's been like a couple of hours. Calm the fuck down. Come here. No. I was stiff as a board, my brain struggling to comply with his soft-spoken command. I was out of my element, confused and embarrassed. I instinctively pulled down the crumpled skirt of my dress, suddenly concerned for my own modesty. Out of the tent. Thank you for the Kool-Aid. I'll see you tomorrow. The space felt crowded, intimate. A boy, a man like Andre, so close to my bed. This is not the wise choice. His brow quirked at my startled reaction. He stopped for a beat, giving me a moment to regain my composure. You're new to this. Not much experience. Shut the fuck up! It wasn't a question, it was a statement. It made me feel more clueless and out of his league than ever. His fingers moved just shy of my face, not quite touching, but close enough for me to feel the heat of his skin. Somehow, he managed to keep a careful, proper distance, every movement attentive, thoughtful, deliberate. Yet there was nothing proper about the way he made me feel. He looked at me like I was already his, even as he lingered a safe length away. I am so happy I turned on the not safe for work option. Clearly, I was going to get absolutely flagged. Anyway, I thought it was a horror game only. My bad. I was unaware. He brushed his fingers over the flower petals in my hair. A feather-like touch. The flower petals? Ah, you do have flowers in your hair. I let my hand settle on his bicep, a quiet thrill rising in me at the firmness beneath his palm. Beneath my palm. His hazel gaze dropped to my roaming hand, but he didn't touch me back, though his muscles trembled with restraint. He allowed the touch, but there was something taut in his stillness, like he was holding back a storm. Then, he stepped back 2 full steps, leaving me to yearn for him. The tent felt cold and empty. I exhaled deeply and shook my head. I had to keep it together. Andre cleared his throat, the hint of a smile on face faded. I need your help with something. You busy? Is this in the window? Curious, I closed my songbook and sat up. My brows wrinkled. Was something wrong? No, I'm not busy. What do you need? Andre rubbed the back of his neck, looking everywhere but at me. He shifted his weight, opening his mouth, closing it again. It didn't take a genius to tell his pride was taking a big hit. His jaw clenched, nostrils flared. He wore independence like armor, and asking for help chipped at his defenses. My tent is being difficult. Can you not put up the tent? Neither can we. The tent is tilted. Difficult? I might have snapped the pole. Or 2, the instructions are garbage. I'd asked Summer, the self-proclaimed wilderness expert, but I ain't in the mood to deal with her gloating. I figured you might be less annoying to spend time with. What a way to say it. Something about that made my stomach do a weird little flip. Why? Of all the people he could have asked, he chose me. Because you don't want the thoughts to him. He doesn't have as many options as you think. It wasn't much, just helping him pitch a tent, but it felt like trust. Like he saw something in me that was capable. Maybe that meant he forgave me for messing up earlier? Yonga... That thought alone had my pulse quickening. Oh my fucking god. I nodded quickly, maybe too quickly, and rooted through my bag for a flashlight. I need to ask if this is what it's like. Is this what it's like on the sidelines when people are reacting this way? Oh my god, girl. Yes, of course I can help. I slipped out of the tent behind him, heart pounding against my ribs. I didn't want to mess this up. Not in front of him. Not when, for the first time in all day, I felt kind of important. But he broke 2 of the poles. How do you have duct tape? Andre led me to a sad pile of nylon and poles scattered across the grass. The instruction sheet sat crumpled to the side, barely unfolded, like he glanced at it once and then gave up out of spite. Yes, that's most likely what happened. One of the poles were snapped in 2, probably in a fit of anger. I really had my work cut out for me. That pole is in pretty bad shape. You might need some tape. Andre shrugged. I barely touched it. I don't get how anyone's supposed to build a shelter out of something so flimsy. I bit back a smile. He was an experienced camper, that much was clear. No practice runs, no trial setups in the backyard, just guesswork and misplaced confidence. Did you even try? I thought about it real hard. I shook my head, laughing under my breath. He grinned sheepishly, flashing his pearly white teeth. Although my nerves were tangled up like those tent poles on the ground, something about his goofy little smile grounded me. Maybe we could figure this out together, even if we fumbled the whole way there. I rolled up my sleeves. Okay then, let's try for real. I guess the tent's gonna be crooked. What is this? Oh. Why does his tent look more stable than yours? His has the broken poles in it. After some time, effort, and generous amount of heavy-duty duct tape, we had something resembling a tent standing. It looks fine. It wasn't pretty, but it held, and most importantly, we did it together. Hands on his hips, Andre admired our handiwork with a satisfied smile.
Hey, yo.
It's beautiful. His hazel eyes shifted to me, gleaming with genuine gratitude. Looks like I won't be left alone to freeze tonight, thanks to you. Appreciate the help, girl. You're pretty alright at this camping thing. My pulse kicked. There was something about his phrase that affected me on a primal, visceral level. So does that mean you like me now? No. You could have worded that differently. You could have worded that very, very differently. Andre cocked a brow. For a moment, there was surprise written all over his face. Yes. But he masked it quickly. His full lips twitched into a wry grin. It means I tolerate you. That's an improvement, at least. It's like a puppy. Slight improvement. I opened my mouth to speak, but my words fell short. Maybe we'd sleep in the same tent. Maybe I take all of that shit back. Maybe, hey, we're supposed to be buddies. How close is your tent to mine? A shadow skittered across my boot. I jumped. It darted past in a jagged, unnatural motion, low to the ground and fast. Tiny feet darting into the woods. Is it gonna end up being something like a trash panda? Or like a fox? I didn't know what it was. Maybe a squirrel or a rat, but it scared the heck out of me regardless. My breath caught in ice-cold panic bloomed in my chest. Before I could think, I was in Andre's arms. I was about to have another heart attack if this was going to be a not safe for work thing. Alright. It wasn't graceful. I half tripped, throwing myself against him, unconsciously seeking his protection. Hey, relax. It was just a rabbit. I got you. Was it a rabbit?
I ain't gonna let nothing happen to you. You got my word.
Say so. Andre's tender reassurances flowed over me like a song, instantly calming my racing pulse. My face buried in his hard chest, I inhaled deeply, his tantalizing scent filling my nostrils. I feared for my life twice today, once with a knife pressed inches from my skin, and again as a bridge cracked and gave way beneath my feet. And both times, it was Andre who was there for me without hesitation. He didn't flinch, he didn't second guess himself. He just moved, like saving me was instinct, like I was something worth protecting. It shook me in ways I hadn't prepared for. I clung to him tighter. Andre and I had our occasional rough patches today, the long periods of awkward silences, tension shimmering under the surface. Yet he stuck by me, protected me, chose me. That means something. It means your hormones are in overtime. I wanted to be that person for him too. I wanted to be the one he could count on. The steady voice when things got chaotic, the one who showed up without being asked. Like he always did for me. What do you mean always? This is day one! Then a scream tore through the woods. Sharp, shrill, and unmistakably human. Was that Norman? We both froze. It wasn't far. It sounded like Norman? Day 2, Oliver's apartment. Oh right, we have a ghost girlfriend. We have a ghost girlfriend. New Empress City was a chaotic symphony of noise outside my window. It was nearly midnight, yet the sirens continued to wail, emergency vehicles rushing through the streets endlessly. Flickers of neon lashed at the windows. My ceiling was a mess of shifting light, red and gold flickering in the corners of my blurred vision. The city was being swallowed whole by crime, and I could do nothing but lay here in bed and seethe. My shirt half unbuttoned and tie hanging loosely around my neck. I cradled my glass of scotch to my chest. It was warm from neglect, the ice slowly withering away. My gaze occasionally drifted to the open files on my desk, pages fanned out haphazardly, as if they were waiting for me to admit my failure. The Bear Ridge Ripper case. It was a puzzle with too many missing pieces. The trail was going cold. I should be going over them, playing the tapes again and again, reading the witness statement until something finally gives. I did. I for sure did it. Yeah, it said no. Yeah, it said no. I should be going over them, playing the tapes again and again, reading witness statements until something finally gives. But I do not move. I raised my drink to my lips. It stung as it went down. I wish it burned hotter. You're drinking a lot, my dude. I wish the alcohol scorched the fire so potent in my soul that it gave me the purpose, the incorruptible zeal to carry on. It never did. I often wondered if it was worth indulging in such a poison. Probably not. Perhaps it was better to stew in my inadequacy and let the wound fester, to feel the brunt of my suffering until the ache dulled naturally. Surely that was a possibility, wasn't it? Yes. Does he look steamy right now? I guess. There was no detective in me tonight. No dissecting a letter scream, no decoding ulterior motives or cryptic lies. Is she under the bed? Oh.
Oliver.
Oh. I heard her at the edge of my consciousness. Her voice, a longing whispering curling into my ear, soft as smoke and just as suffocating. Are you... Is she killing you? The haunting symphony dragged across my thoughts like fingernails on old wood. Her foreboding presence had followed me outside the office, into my home. Well, yeah, you were... I didn't fight it. I let her seed into the hollow between my ribs. It was instant insanity, really. The way I didn't take off running and screaming whenever she called out to me. The glass in my hand tilted slightly, liquid amber swaying. I brought the drink to my lips again. The scotch burned, but not enough to drown her out, not enough to wash away the blackness the ISWA had stained on my heart. Is she like the embodiment of, like, his depression? Or like, does she feed off of it? A knock at the door. 3 short taps. I kept still. More knocking. I considered ignoring it, letting it go. Whoever else would get the hint. No one should be knocking at this hour. Not unless they wanted something. Blood, answers, or worse, both. Sorry. I set the glass down on the nightstand, the sound of it meeting wood far too loud in the quiet. Oh, the cleaner! The mere sight of his ridiculous, arrogant smile at this hour drew a curse from my lips.
Bloody hell.
What was this fool doing here? I had enough problems already. I wasn't in the mood to add the cleaner to the list. I brought drinks. I mean... Let him inside. You're gonna be drinking alone anyway. I already have drinks. Great, now you have more. He invited himself inside, stepping past my rigid form. Intrigued and exasperated, I allowed him to stay. For now. Sorry to disturb your sleep or private drinking session or whatever it is you do at this hour, but I have news. The boss man, the old bald guy with a bad habit of popping up when you least expect it, like a jump scare, thinks we make a good team. So he does that to everyone. I've been assigned as your partner, permanently. Well, until one of us dies horribly, I mean. Oh. You're good at your job. I'm good at my job. It's a perfect match. I scoffed. His annoyingly perfect smile managed to chip away at my defenses slightly. A perfect match? I doubt it. Not sure if you noticed or not, but the abnormal problem is getting worse by the day. They're multiplying. For every one we eliminate, countless others seem to emerge. The boss is getting desperate. He thinks if we work together, if I show you the ropes, humanity will maybe have a chance. It's not every day that we get a detective of your caliber joining our ranks. I wonder if I had saved everyone and also gotten rid of the other abnormal, if the Shadow Lady would have ever spoken to him. I wonder if that's like a different route, or if that's just like, it has to happen kind of thing. I believe in us. Ollie. Seriously. Is this his name? His uncomfortable comment didn't faze me. I simply moved past him towards my evidence board. I guess Oliver Ollie. Yeah, okay. The old man. You can see him too? Of course I see him. He's our boss.
Oh,
also, want to tell me why you have his handsome mug pinned on the murder board?
What?
I pivoted, staring at him incredulously. Because he has the ability to traverse time and space, perhaps? The old geezer jumped out of an instructional CD from the 1960s. Somehow, he was at my desk. He was speaking to me, engaging with me, with us. Either we're both off our bloody minds, or we aren't crazy. He said it with such a firm conviction that I almost believed him. Listen, rookie, life with the ISWA alters you. I don't know how or why, but once you're in this line of work, you start seeing things normal people can't. Once you're exposed to abnormals, there's no going back. I sighed heavily. Of course I'd work at a job that drives me insane. Just my luck.
How about them apples, hmm?
Oh, cupcakes. What, oh, cupcakes? Oh, cupcakes. Like you have cupcakes. I thought he was calling him Cupcake. Without asking, he swept up one of my red velvet cupcakes from the coffee table and devoured it all in one bite, like a rabid animal. Unholy hell, that's one good-ass cupcake. Did you make this?
Yes.
Yes, I bake in my free time. Not it's any of your business. You bake? It's my business now, rookie. We're partners. I gotta know every last thing about you. From the mundane to your deepest, darkest fears. Like your favorite socks, for example, or the existential dread of being the last person left in a desolate, post-apocalyptic void of nothingness. I'm guessing in case something copies him and he has to ask him questions? He chuckles awkwardly. Oops, sorry. I was self-rejecting a bit there, but you get the point. He licked the cupcake liner shamelessly, eating every last crumb. I shook my head, eyeing the glistening sword strapped to his back, deadly sharp, the edge stained with blood. His muscled arms bore the marks of a warrior, faded scars hinting at a history of conflict and resilience. There was a delicate balance in him, poised between sophistication, madness, and barbarity. I didn't know what to make of this cleaner. I wasn't particularly a fan of his company, but I didn't have the willpower to kick him out. Yet. Besides, I had questions. He quite possibly had answers.
Oliver.
Can he hear that? Her voice trickled at my consciousness. Relentless, persistent. I popped open a cheap beer, more alcohol to take the edge off. The cleaner collapsed onto the couch as if he owned the place, kicking his feet up on the table. I nudged his ankle, pushing his feet off my furniture. He made a face at me. I rolled my eyes, then joined him on the couch. I assume you have a name? Kai. Kai Golden Apple. Kai Golden Apple. Also, Kai, did you not hear the whispering woman? I stared at him blankly. Golden Apple. How ridiculous. I mean... Ask about Peeker? Ask about Kai. Ask about Kai? Alright, Kai Golden Apple. Before we go any further, I must ask. How on earth do you know where I live? You know the ISWA has extensive files and records on all of its employees, right? It wasn't hard to pull yours up, but why? The room spun. Whether it was from the alcohol or Kai's casual admission of violating privacy laws, I wasn't sure.
Ollie?
Hell, Ollie. You're pale as a ghost. Drink. He tapped the beer in my hand. I drained the bottle. My stomach turned for a moment, then settled. I fought the urge to lash out. My muscles twitched with suppressed violence. Are you insane? Combing through confidential files of the people you know? Is that normal behavior for you? Should I be concerned? He had the grace to look sheepish, at least.
Ooh,
is that
awkward.
a hypothetical question, or are you expecting an answer? Kai, you should have just asked me, damn you. You had no right to go snooping. Kai's jaw tightened. Chill out, rookie. Careful, don't want to pop a vein looking at your looking that furious, do we? My grip on the bottle tightened. The look I shot him was lethal.
Bloody hell.
Keep antagonizing me, see where it gets you. The room went silent, tension oozing between us, thick and unrelenting. In that moment, I didn't give a shite whether he was a cleaner, a professional monster slayer, or whatever else the bastard claimed to be. Eventually, Kai cracked beneath the heat of my glare. His hands shut up in surrender. He was in the wrong, and he knew it. Alright, relax, Ollie. You've got the face of a man who hasn't pooped in days. He imitated the face, puffing out his cheek. Fine, I screwed up. I shouldn't have snooped through your precious little files. Happy? Suddenly, bone-weary and exhausted, I sighed heavily and looked away, sinking further into the couch cushions. I had a feeling that was the best apology I was going to get from a man like Kai. Do not do it again, understand? He grumbled something under his breath. It sounded close enough to acknowledgement. And stop calling me that. My name's not Ollie. That made his mouth curve slightly. Oliver has too many syllables. Ollie, though? Perfect. My nose wrinkled. Christ. The moment of silence that followed was a bit uncomfortable, but not nearly as fraught with tension as before. I caught sight of the double scar above Kai's eyebrow, a tiny line I hadn't noticed until now. He cleared his throat, his features softening for a moment with an unexpected vulnerability. Listen, I usually work alone, alright? No friends, no attachments, no weaknesses. So when the boss assigned us as partners, I might have had a panic attack. Or two. I'll be honest, when I fell into the sewers with the clog fodder, I thought for sure I was dead, man. Thought I finally met my match. But you... He averted his gaze and shifted uncomfortably on the couch. You kept me alive, somehow. You were smart, efficient, a quick thinker, better than any operator I've ever worked with, and it was only your first day. And damn it, I was curious. I wanted to know more about you. I had to know, so You pulled up my files. He swallowed hard.
Sorry.
Right. Curiosity killed the cat. I went silent for a moment, mulling over his confession, and strange warmth bloomed in my chest. Entirely unexpected. Flattered wasn't a strong enough word. To hear the notoriously solitary and arrogant Kai admit to panic attacks over a partnership, to being saved, to being curious about me, it was disarming. His praise delivered with such obvious discomfort felt genuine than any compliment I'd ever received. It was a crack in his careful, constructed facade, and begrudgingly, I found myself wanting to see what lay beneath. Kai jumped to his feet, nearly knocking one of the cupcakes off the table. Let's settle this like men, Ollie. Punch me in the face. What? I blinked, startled by the strange request. That's how he planned to make things right between us. A hit to the face, and then what? All water under the bridge. What? No, I'm not going to punch you. Just do it. Get it over with. It'll make us both feel better.
Kai.
It'll make you feel better. I said no, don't be ridiculous. He visibly cringed, his face red, flustered. He inched closer, towered over me on the couch, his voice lowered intimately.
You like me.
Is there something else you want to do to my face instead? The smoldering intensity of his dark gaze burned a hole straight through me. I don't know, is there? My breath caught on a surge of yearning so abrupt it felt like pain. The violent response was fueled by my lingering frustration with Barry Ripper case and my fresh annoyance with Kai himself. I needed a release, a moment of selfish indulgence, and it seemed like he did too. Oh! This is a bad idea. I've got a ghost in the other room. I don't think I should read any of this. I'm just going to... Yeah, okay. Very nice. So they probably banged. And the ghost is going to my ass, maybe. I ripped away from him, breathless, panting, my chest heaving. Oh, they did not bang. It took me a moment to gather my bearings, to remember who exactly the sword-wielding man across from me was. What? Was it that good? What? Kai, my co-worker. Flushed and disheveled, the fly of his pants strained against one hell of an erection.
Bloody hell.
I could only imagine what kind of mess I looked like. I withdrew a step, turned to the nearest mirror to regain some sense of decency.
Ollie?
Hey, let me help.
No.
I held up a palm before he drew too close. He grimaced, reluctantly respecting my silent demand for space. The constant vibrating in my pocket gnawed at what little sanity I had left. My phone rang again and again. I considered rejecting the call, but whoever was on the other line was bloody persistent. With a heavy sigh, I answered. Hello? Let him help for the love of boys' loves.
God, Oliver, I've been ringing you all day.
Ooh. That's not good. I grimaced, my grip on the phone tightening. Why? What's happened?
It's your daughter, Charlotte.
My daughter. The pink-haired girl on the table. Why is she not with me? Is she staying with the mom? Hello? Fuck, is that it? Is that where it stops? Are you kidding me? That summer, a horror romance visual novel. You should have the not safe for work option on. In case you get flashbanged by boobs. Odyssey, I'm talking to you because this has happened before. Where I recommend you a game and I forgot to tell you, and then you stream it, and we both have to delete the As do indie developers, every expense from software license to art assets come directly from our own pockets. Your support is crucial to bring the full game of Bad Summer to life. Support us on Kickstarter. They have a Kickstarter. The extended demo is also available on Steam, where you can wishlist the game. It's written as one word. So Bad Summer, one word. Damn it, I need more. I mean, I played through... So I think the detective route is set in stone as long as you save Kai. But I picked Andre of the camp counselors. Sorry, it's been like almost 7 hours. My brain is not braining anymore. There are other options in that regard. There's Summer, Candy, and Drake. I think those are the names. You're good. So those are the other options you can go for. I'm not sure if I want to check those options. We'll see. Safe for filter on. Be smarter than I was. There is in fact nudity, partial nudity. It's not only the gore that you're censoring. Best Summer coming soon. Is it releasing during the summer? I don't know. That's hot. Did you see the shadow boobs? I know you saw the boys love, but I don't know if you saw the shadow boobs. The boys love too? God damn. Partners at work and partners in life. Let's go. Let me see. Oh, I can't. I lied. It's not one word. It's bad and it's summer. Oh no! Did the parakeet die? It was only one booba. It was one big old booba. Shut up. God damn it. Okay, let me see.